Tailgate season, and a fresh new vehicle from Roswell Ford will help your family enjoy it like never before. So grab the cooler and the barbecue and come see us at Roswell Ford, the Tailgate Nation at the corner of 9th and Main.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come. It's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
This is Dallas Cowboys football 2021.
Prescott in the gun. They blitz.
Only heard here.
Deep ball by Prescott. Man, all alone at the goal line. CeeDee Lamb.
All season.
43 yards, a touchdown, and a touchdown dance. Saturday night, it's your Cowboys and the Houston Texans, live from AT&T Stadium on this Dallas Cowboys radio network station.
Pre-game at 5, kickoff at 6 on 92.9 The Brand. Brought to you by Tate Branch of Carlsbad.
Nielsen says more than 30 million Americans are now tuning into Newsmax TV. It's one of the biggest media stories. Newsmax is available on all major cable systems. And if you cut the cord and don't get cable, you can still get Newsmax. Find it on your smart TVs like Samsung, LG, and more. Just go to your smart TV channel guide or download the free Newsmax app. Newsmax also streams free on Roku, Xumo, Pluto, Amazon Fire, or TiVo. And 7 million people have the Newsmax app on their smartphone. It takes seconds to download it to your phone, and there's... So watch Newsmax for breaking news, anytime, anywhere.
The Mike Levin Radio Show.
On air at 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
All right. You know, my friend Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of their lives. He didn't stop by simply creating the best pillows. Man, do we love his pillows. He also created the Giza Dream Bed Sheets. They look and feel great and provide an even better night's sleep for me, and I'm sure they will for you, because it's crucial for all of us. We have very busy schedules. Mike found the world's best cotton called Giza. It's ultra soft, breathable, extremely durable. And they even come with a 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty, folks. Now, nobody does that, so there's no risk. The Giza Dream Sheets come in a variety of sizes and colors. And for a limited time, you'll receive 50% off. And you'll receive a set for as low as $49.99. That's half price. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener square, use promo code Levin. You'll find this amazing offer, other deep discounts on all MyPillow products, including the MyPillow mattress topper, MyPillow towel sets, and much, much more. So again, it's MyPillow.com, use promo code Levin, that's Levin. MyPillow.com. Use promo code Levin. Well, we're kind of out of time here, pretty much. I have a piece on Air Force Academy cadets forced to watch a Black Lives Matter video. This is what our generals, this is what our senior brass are doing. They all ought to be fired. Anybody who does this, if we take back the White House, God willing, we need to take names and kick ass here. The military brass needs to be changed. It must be changed. Air Force Academy cadets forced to watch Black Lives Matter video. Do these fools even understand that these are Marxists that want to overthrow our country? I mean, this is why I wrote American Marxism. We have to identify what's going on here. And over at James Madison University, they're training students that Christians and white males are oppressors. Well, if Christians and white males are oppressors, do we have to pay taxes that subsidize that school, Mr. Producer? Maybe white people or people of color who aren't down for the revolution And men, but even women who aren't down for the revolution, we don't want to oppress anybody, so maybe we should just stop subsidizing this. James Madison University in Virginia, of course, is training student employees, according to Fox, to recognize that people who identify as male, straight, what the hell is cisgender, or Christian, are oppressors that engage in the systematic subjugation of other social groups. So you see the world burning? Our borders wide open? If we don't get our ass in gear here, this is going to be the end. The training memo mandated for students, staff, hosted by coordinators Jessica Weed and Jennifer Iwerks, described oppression as the systematic subjugation of one social group by a more powerful social group for the social, economic, and political benefit of the more powerful social group. Oh, shut the hell up, Jessica Weed and Jennifer Iwerks. Screw off. May I say, with no respect. There you are, James Madison University. Send your kid there, make sure they're armed with American Marxism, right under their arm. Here's Ray Charles in America, just for you.
Oh, beautiful, our heroes proved in liberating strife. Self, their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine. Success be nobleness and ever again divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies.
Time to get back to
business.
The abbreviated season for your Roswell Coyotes is in the books. And after a short break, the Coyotes are ready to get back to doing what they do best, winning championships. Tonight, your Coyotes kickstart the 2021-2022 season at home, taking on the Scorpions of Farmington High. Everybody ready?
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Then it's game on.
Coyote Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com is presented by Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Roswell Seed Company, Moppet and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Oasis Computers, Eastern New Mexico University of Portales, Mays Lumber, Bob Reed Pest Control, Roswell Honda, Big O Tire, Spring River Dental, and Business Notions. Now, let's take it to the Wool Bowl and the start of the Coyote season.
We know you love your car. And at Big O Tires, we love your car too. We know it's so much more than just how you get from here to there. That's why your locally owned Big O is proud to help keep your car in top shape with our always trustworthy service, quality products, and some of the best deals in town. Right now through the 6th, head over to your local Big O Tires for our anniversary sale and save $100 instantly on select sets of 4 Big O brand tires. And don't forget, we have easy and affordable financing options available for nearly any budget. As members of your community, we know what's important to you and your car. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on not discounted regular retail price. Not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to fall and cooler weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3566.
Ready for week 1 of high school football. Coach McDonald, hey, glad to be here, buddy. We're going to get into it. We have about 49 seconds. We had just a little bit of a technical difficulty here as we tried to, we would have originally had a pregame, but it is what it is. We're going to announce the defense real quick as the Coyotes won the toss, and which means we're going to defer to the second half. So let's just do this real quick. Defensively, we're going to go to the cornerbacks. Wesley Gallegos. So let me just do this. Before we can kick off, let's slow down a little bit and let's just say that we have a lot of new names for this 2021 football season. And you know what? We're just going to take our time. I really don't want to rush with the names. I want to make sure we get everything
we'll have time
correct. So we'll be okay. And like I said, we apologize. It was just a little bit more time of setting things up, but we'll be okay. So here we go. It is 7 o'clock. On August 20th, and here we go. Week 1 has begun, and now the Farmington Scorpions will get the ball, and they're going to be taken down at about the 20-yard line.
That's Gonzalo Garcia making the first tackle of the year.
Gonzalo
Garcia. Number 10.
Yeah, and he's going to be playing defensive end this evening. He stands at 5'10", 200 pounds, and he is a senior. And we'll talk a little bit here in a minute about the Farmington Scorpions. Last time I checked, Coach, the Farmington Scorpions were ranked number 2 in the state of New Mexico, and the defending state champion, the Roswell Coyotes, are currently ranked 7th, is what I gathered. But as we know, numbers don't mean too much. We'll see what happens.
Well, especially this year, because of everything that's happened, and we don't. A lot of teams don't even know themselves, much less their opponents. So.
And that's exactly right, Coach. And right now it looks like it's going to be Jakeem Reed, and that's going to be the junior running back. And quarterback for the Farmington Scorpions right now is going to be Brandon Furby, and I believe, Coach, and you correct me if I'm wrong, he's going to be the transfer student from Grants, I believe. And right off the bat, he's going to take a shot, and he has a man open, and it's going to have Patrick Shea. And that's going to be a shot, Coach.
Yeah, that's way down the field. Good arm there for Furby.
Are we okay with this door open here?
I am.
Okay.
If we're good.
Yeah, okay. Patrick Furby, yes, sir. And, Patrick Shea. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35. We're going to go right hash, and it looks like Brandon Furby's the quarterback once again. The offense is going to be very similar to the Coyotes. Oh, almost lost.
Yeah, wasn't ready for the snap. Yeah.
Premature on the snap, and it looked like Brandon Furby lost the ball, so it's going to be second down and about 14 to 15.
And that'll go down as a sack for Caden George, so kind of a gift sack there and a loss of 5 on the play. And, they don't have the heights and weights here for us, Coach, but Furby looks like a big kid.
Well, and he is, Coach. It looks like he was standing last time. Oh, he's going to be just a quarterback keeper, and he's going to be taken down by number 3. That's going to be Adrian Anaya. Anaya stands at 5'9", 165-pound junior. And there is a flag in the play, and I didn't see the call. It may have been a holding call. We want that open, right? A little bit? Or we're good?
I mean, I'm good either way.
Okay.
I mean, we're good. If you want it open, you can have it open. Yeah, that's one of those where he gained 5, or are you going to take the penalty? And it looks like they're for sure going to take the penalty and back him up here. It looks like the hold was in the backfield as well, so that's going to wind up being
a big loss.
Yeah, like 12.
For the Scorpions.
12 or 13 on the penalty.
So it's going to be second down once again, and a long. Let's just put it this way: second
27. Is that
27?
On the
Yes,
board
sir.
there?
So Furby, once again, the quarterback for the Scorpions, finds Jakeem Reed, and great job by the defense. Coach, and I know we didn't get to talk about our pregame real quick, but I did talk with Coach Bolaños briefly, and here's the thing, and we can talk about this throughout the game, but I think in order for the Roswell Coyotes to be effective in this young team in August 20th, 2021, I think we're going to have to be really effective defensively. And we'll talk about the offense once we have that opportunity.
Sure. Good tackle there made by Wes Gallegos, the sophomore. Brings up third and really long.
Well, and here it is, a strong arm quarterback, and Furby just dumps it on over to number 89. That's going to be Josiah Archuleta, the junior wide receiver. And here's the thing that I noticed about the Farmington Scorpions. They too are also somewhat young. They do have looks like they have a freshman on the roster, but it's going to be a fourth down situation. Fourth and about 17 on the 43-yard line. 4-man front for the Roswell Coyotes, actually make it a 3-man front. Looks like a 3-4, and here comes.
Well, nobody back to receive it. Now they're going to drop. Looks like.
Well, you wanted to say Anaya, Coach,
there.
but.
Oh, boy, I can't tell you.
Oh, okay. So that's going to be number 25, Coach, and that's going to be Jeremiah Monreal.
And that's going to be good for the...
Okay, so...
Learning names, partner, learning names.
Well, here we go. We're just going to, as we have a new quarterback this year for the Roswell Coyotes, number 17, Richard Ariola. He is the 5'7" senior, the captain quarterback. We've had some captain quarterbacks in the past, and he's going to lead the Coyotes this year. We're going to be split out to the right there. Tight slot. We're going to have motion, as we do. And there's that toss right off the bat, and that's going to be to Christian Hernandez.
And that's going to be a 4-yard loss to start the year off on offense.
Yeah. Coach, let's just do this real quick. I'm going to go left to right from your script here. Number 5, Marcus Tarin. He's the wide receiver. He stands at 5'10", 175-pound senior. The line this year is going to be number 72, Joseph Renteria. He's playing left tackle. 6'1", a 260-pound senior, big boy. Number 78 is Jesus Campos, plays left guard, 5'8", 300 pounds. And then Lucas Moore, number 62, center, 5'10", 215 pounds. Oh, great run by number 4, Christian Hernandez. And there's a flag on the play, and it looked like it might be a hold.
I think he's indicating block in the back, which...
Well, if that's the case, then it's going to be an automatic first down.
No,
it looked like he was here.
Well, but it's going to be on us.
Yes, okay. Juan Carlos Alvarez, number 71, the right guard, 5'8", 285-pound senior. Remy Villa, number 76, right tackle, 6'1", 285-pound junior. And then Gonzalo Garcia, he's the tight end this evening, stands at 5'10", 200-pound senior. And, of course, the running backs and slot backs, Christian Hernandez, as you heard already, number 4, 5'7", 160-pound junior, along with Sebastian Mendoza, number 2, playing slot back. He's standing about 5'7", 125-pound junior. Fullback this evening is John Gamboa, 5'9", 175-pound senior. And it's going to bring a second and 19 on the 15 motion. We have it, and now Ariola waiting for the snap, and there it is. And Christian Hernandez is going to gain about 2, if that.
I think he's going to lose one.
Okay.
For the Scorpions, Isaac Fox.
I have to open that up a little bit. Can you open it a little bit?
So that's going to bring a 3rd and 20 from their own 19. Or, sorry, their own 14.
Yeah, it's going to be from the 14-yard line, Coach. And like I said, the Roswell Coyotes this year are pretty young. And we'll talk about the program here momentarily, as we didn't get the chance to do that, but we'll do that here momentarily. And Ariola, the quarterback, is getting some direction from Jeff Lynn, and here he goes. That's going to be the Sebastian Mendoza. Mendoza has a good run, but there's going to be another flag. That's the second flag for the Roswell Coyotes on this first drive.
This one they might decline, Coach, and get into the 4th and long situation and force the punt, I'm thinking.
Well, I think you might be right, Coach, and it looks like number 5, Marcos Tarin, is kind of limping already.
So it's going to wind up being a 4-yard carry for Mendoza. First positive yardage on the ground for the Coyotes. And now we'll see the punter.
Well, they're saying, Coach, it's going to be you might have to call a timeout here, but no, it's going to be Marcos Tarin. He's going to go out. He might be the punter this year.
Well, I think you will, although he's
Jorge Chavez, he's also playing a running back linebacker position. He's out there. I was about to say Joel Renteria, but it's actually going to be a punt, and the punt is going to be decent. It's going to be returnable.
And it's going to come back. Pretty good return and tackle there made.
Well, that's going to be number 19, Coach. I believe that's going to be Caden Gonzalez for Farmington.
Monreal with the special teams tackle, and we're going to get a penalty on the receiving team. Here's the indication from the wide hat.
They're going to call it a holding.
So it'll be spot of the foul, 10 yards from there. So that's going to back them up considerably. So that'll wind up being a decent punt, but they're still going to be at midfield.
That's exactly right. So it's going to be first down and 10, about the 48, 49-yard line for Farmington. And you have the strong arm quarterback here in Brandon Furby. I want to say that my understanding, Coach, he was the transfer from Grants, but I heard Gallup, but I think it's going to be Grants.
Yeah, and he is a senior, and he can sling it. We saw that on the first possession. And, you know, I was thinking they might even go for it on 4th and long inside Coyote territory, but decided to punt.
Well, that's going to be a nice tackle there.
Yeah, it looks like.
Well, you know, that's a decent run, too, by, I believe that's going to be number 9, Coach. That's going to be Ethan Thomas.
And it looks like Monreal on the tackle again.
Number 9, Ethan Thomas.
So it's going to be second down and 4 from the 45-yard line. We're going to go left hash, and here comes Furby. He's going to drop back to pass. He does have a guy open, and he does almost connect. And, Coach, honestly, it was underthrown.
Well, maybe just a little bit, but I still think he's got to catch that. I mean, he allowed Lazos to catch up a little bit, but, you know, if he catches that ball, he's probably going to score.
Well, that's exactly right. Patrick Shea
could have let him a little more. You're right.
Yeah,
I mean, he had to slow down a little bit, but he still should have made the catch.
But I totally agree with you that it needs to be caught. Third down and 4 from the 45. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a quarterback lead here. And there it is, Coach.
Well, he wanted to throw it, but he'll take that.
I meant the quarterback follow is what I wanted to say, Coach. It looked like it was more of a broken up play.
Yeah, I think it was designed as a pass. You know, the secondary, we're early on, but the secondary has been kind of hit or miss. You know, they've had a couple of plays where they've had good coverage, nowhere to throw the ball, and then a couple that, you know, the long completion and then the drop that could have been a touchdown. So
right, exactly.
That's what you're going to have with the young secondary, though.
Well, and you have, you know, Sabino Lazo's number 11. He's 5'7". He's a senior. And, oh, look at this right here. That's
nice
a great job. Number 20, That's going to be Jakeem Reed. He's going to probably have a loss, Coach, on that.
Yeah, Jorge Chavez just showing the speed, the closing speed. Let's see where they spotted. Absolutely, a loss of 2.
Yeah, number 25, Jeremiah Monreal, is also in the secondary. He got to start this evening at 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. And here's, once again, it's going to be 2nd and 12 from the 37. And now Brandon Furby is going to drop back. And, oh, what a play.
Boy, nice job there.
That's going to be number 22, Coach, I believe.
Yeah, that's
Cameron Armenta.
No,
that's not Cameron. That's Farmington, yeah.
Miguel Cabrales.
Miguel.
And, the senior backup defensive end getting in there and getting the second sack of the game for the Coyotes.
Well, and I can tell you right now, with the conversations that the Commander-in-Chief and I had, Miguel Cabrales is one of the guys that's going to be very effective on this defensive squad for the Roswell Coyotes. He's very physical. He loves to hit, very strong, and very aggressive. I'm going to tell you what, see a lot from this young man.
He's not huge for a defensive end, just 5'8", 175, but he just went right through the blocker there and made the sack on a big, hard-to-get-down quarterback. That was an impressive play. Not listed as a starter, but obviously he's going to be in the mix on that defensive line rotation.
Yes, sir. So we got 3rd and 25 now. We're going to be about midfield, right hash. Furby taking some direction now. And, Coach, I was having some trouble with my Max Preps, so I don't have that script right there. But there's a screen, and great job.
Kevin,
and that's going to be Kevin Alacon, middle linebacker. Boy, he read that just perfectly.
Well, and another tackle for loss. That's 4 tackles for loss, including 2 sacks. I mean, they are capable. But, Coach Lynn told me this front 7, they're going to be awfully tough. It's how quickly can the 2 youngsters in the secondary come along, and hopefully the defense can play like this more.
Well, Coach, I'm telling you, the defense is going to keep the Roswell Coyotes in a lot of games. And, well, I tell you what, okay, well, I was going to make a comment about that, and you can probably make the same comment on what I'm thinking is this. I think it should have been picked up and probably advanced a little bit. But I understand.
Even if it's blocked.
Coach, I think I would have personally, and this is why, because, I think.
Well, nothing to lose.
Well, look at Monreal. He has a lot of speed. I think he has that opportunity to pick it up and
I thought
forward.
You meant the defense pick it up and try to, because it was tipped at the
No,
okay.
sir. I'm just talking about being a return. But
yeah,
it is what it is. 1st and 10 from the 17. Ariola, the quarterback for the Roswell Coyotes. And there's just a regular little option there. And, Coach, you're gonna have to correct me a few times because it's Richard Ariola, and I promise you I'll probably end up saying Robert Ariola.
I'm sure you will.
More than once.
And the pitch was to Christian Hernandez, and he's carried 3 times already for -7 yards. So,
yeah, just as little sweep options, what that is. And Coach, that's okay. The Roswell Coyotes, they did end up scrimmaging. I believe it was Centennial, and they were pretty successful. They played them up in Cloudcroft a few weeks ago. Well, I say a few weeks ago. It was actually
last
recent.
week.
Yeah. And again, just a hard run by, number 4, Christian Hernandez.
And we'll give him 2 on that one. Still on the wrong side of 0, though, for total yards, and running game yet to get going. This offensive line this year, Coach, only 1 returner from last year, but they are big.
Absolutely are.
And I'm wondering when, when we're going to see a little more between the tackles and not so much, rolling it to the outside.
Well, as you know, the Commander-in-Chief always has a plan up his sleeve. It's only 0-0 with 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this first quarter. And he's going to run that clock down a little bit. And, here it is right here. This is exactly what you're talking about. Ariola can throw it. And that's, again, personally, I think that Johnny Gamboa has a chance. He's going to be, if he catches it, he's off to the races.
Yeah, and, that was, I don't want to say a busted play. That certainly wasn't the first read for Ariola. But, a little touch on that ball, and Jonah's off to the races down the sideline.
Exactly. Well, this is the second series for the Roswell Coyotes, and on their second series, they're going to punt once again. And, of course, as we were talking about last year, we had 4 games last year, and, we ended up playing close there in that. You remember what you called it, Coach? The Senior Bowl.
The Senior Bowl. Oh, blocked.
Oh, that's blocked, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Farmington Scorpions.
So the blocked punt for 9 yards gets scooped up in the end zone, and there's your first score of the game.
Well, and
just right up the middle, you know.
Yeah. And what do you do about that, Coach? I mean, here's the thing that I'm going to make comments about, and, you know, I could be wrong, but, you know, this is the first game of the year. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to tell you right now, the Roswell Coyotes will improve every game.
Oh, absolutely. And really, it's the first game in 2 years, the first game with any meaningful game, with any kind of consequences.
Yes, sir. You're exactly right. So it's 6-0 right now. The PAT is going to be up and barely good.
Snuck it over.
So the score is 7-0. The Farmington Scorpions do lead in this first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break. You're listening to Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald, KSVPTV.com. We'll be right back.
Good morning, honey. Hey, I have to pick up the kids from school this afternoon. Can you call...
A home invasion can happen anytime, even when you're at home. Protect your home and the ones you love with whole home security from Zenith Security. The security experts at Zenith Security can monitor your whole home 24/7. So they're ready whether you're there or not. Call Zenith Security Services, LLC at 626-3521. At 626-3521 and get whole home security with Zenith Security Services, LLC.
Welcome back to Roswell High School football. Score 7-0. The Farmington Scorpions lead in this first quarter with 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Real quick, just a quick thank you and a shout out to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We are doing both tonight, and as I mentioned, we didn't have too much of a pregame, but we'll talk about this periodically and hopefully a little bit more at halftime. But Coach McDonald, with this being said, what are your thoughts on the game today?
Well, you know, you're seeing some rust, and not just normal first game of the year rust. Like I said before we went to the break, you know, this is a long layoff for a meaningful football game. These are kids that were on, you know, their last experience was freshman team, you know, so it's going to be different. There's going to be some growing pains, but, you know, I think they're going to be fine. The talent is there. The athleticism and the preparation's there. So, you know, I agree with you. They're going to get better, not just game to game, but, you know, quarter to quarter.
Absolutely. 7-0 is a score, 3 minutes and 21 seconds, and it's going to be returnable, and there's the starburst. And there's going to be a flag, and there might be a face mask, and that's going to be number 25, Jeremiah Monreal. He's going to return that. Coach, right here, the Roswell Coyotes have not been past the 20, 25-yard line thus far. Is that correct?
Well, they called the face mask on. They called the face mask on us. Or he pointed that way. Let's
find out, because it looked like there was a face mask over here down where we're at here on the west side.
Well, on the ball carrier.
On the ball carrier, exactly. Are they going to wave it off?
Well, I don't know why either coach would not accept the penalty. They're going to say it's on us. They're going to back us up half the distance, which is going to wind up being about a 7-yard penalty.
So it's going to be on about the 8-yard line. So, okay, we'll call it 1st and 10 from the 8. And Richard Adiola, number 17, is the quarterback for the Roswell Coyotes. And here we go. Third series. And there it is. Oh, Ariola.
It's a little more behind that big old line as they can get 3 yards on the carry from Gamboa.
Jonah Gamboa. So 2nd and 7. So there's positive yardage there. Coach, I think once we get past this, we just have to have a good drive right now in order for us to be successful here. So.
Well, yeah, you don't want to, you know, you need to kind of answer the block punt situation. The defense have been playing pretty well.
Right. Well, and here we go. We're in shotgun. There goes sweep option once again. I believe Ariola will have the opportunity to run. He does. He might be close to, it's going to be 3rd down and short. Coaches, you know, also as you and I were talking about earlier, the front line of the Roswell Coyotes, I mean, they're not small. I mean, you have Joseph Renteria at 260 pounds. You have Jesus Campos, 300-pound junior. You have Lucas Moore, 215 pounds. You have Juan Carlos Alvarez, 285, and Remy Villa at 285. I mean, it's not a small line, I can tell you that.
No, they're just lacking on experience at this level. You know, they're going to make big improvements as they go along.
Well, and there's Mendoza. He will have the first down. And just a good job by Sebastian Mendoza.
That's Hernandez, I think, Coach, again.
Number 2?
Number 4.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I beg your pardon. It's going to be Hernandez.
It's going to get 6 on the first down.
To the 19-yard line, and that's going to be good for another Coyote first down.
Well, I believe that's going to be our first down.
They said another Coyote. I guess he's carrying him over from last year, but
yeah, that's okay.
One as many to come.
Coach, so we're on the radio as well, too. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. The score is 7-0 right now with 1 minute and 44 seconds remaining in this first quarter as there's a timeout on the field. So let's talk a little football, Coach. Offensively, what's your thoughts on the offense so far?
Well, I mean, the running game has looked good this series, but before that was not effective in the slightest. So, you know, they're going to have to make the adjustments that are necessary to get that going. We're so used to running the jet sweeps and the quick pitches and the man in motion, handing him the ball. You know, and if you, obviously this Farmington defense is fast and ready for us.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments get made. I don't think we'll be waiting until halftime to see the adjustments.
No, I think you're exactly right, Coach. 7-0 is the score with 1 minute and 44 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Plenty of ball going to be played. You know, last night, Coach, we were here at the Will Bowl where the Roswell JV team, which looked magnificent. They scored 49 points in the first half, and, of course, they went going 4 quarters. But I'm telling you, they look really good. And that freshman team even looked better as they defeated the Ruidoso JV team 49-0. So, well, Areola does receive the sack for a loss of 7 or 8.
Yeah, just looked to become unblocked up the middle there. That's a blown assignment of some kind.
Right.
And that's going to bring up second and, well, I guess 17.
Yeah, we're going to go, well,
16.
They're saying 13, but it's actually going to be 16.
To Coach Lynn. Up there, Coach Lynn. We're talking about Papa Lynn for his induction into the Coaches Hall of Fame. How about a big round of applause for Big Coach Lynn? Way to go, Coach.
Okay, here we go now. So it's going to be shotgun left now. Areola, the quarterback. We might have some motion, but they're going to call a timeout, Coach. And we might as well take one too, Coach.
No, it's a delay game. So we won't have time for a timeout.
Okay.
So that's
delay of game is going to be
second 21 now.
Yep.
We're back here in block punt territory. We're going to have to get a couple of positive plays here. I think you got to, at some point, start going to the air, Coach.
Well, that might happen here in about, I'll give it a few seconds, Coach. Okay, so it's going to be handed off now to number 30, Josh Estrada. And, Coach, the Roswell Coyotes are just not moving the ball.
Well, they are.
For positive yardage.
They're moving it, but unfortunately, they're moving in the wrong direction.
Well, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They'll make the adjustments momentarily, and we'll see some positive yardage here momentarily. 7-0 is the score here with about 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It is 3rd and 24 from the Farmington Scorpions 5-yard line. We'll have probably one play left in this first quarter, Coach.
Coach, run the ball 10 times, including the sack, and 5 of those have gone backwards. And we're going to run it again.
Jonah Gamboa will take it up the middle, and that's going to end the quarter. 7-0 is the score. The Farmington Scorpions lead after 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening and watching to KSVBTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. You're listening to Roswell High School football. We'll be right back here in 60 seconds.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie's, then you don't know Jack. 632-2660.
7-0 is the score here at the Wool Bowl. The Farmington Scorpions, the ranked number 2 team in the state of New Mexico, lead the 2-time defending state champions, the Roswell Coyotes, 7-0. We're about to start the second quarter here. And right now, we'll just let's put it this way. The Roswell Coyotes struggling offensively to get positive yardage with this young squad in the 2021 school year. So this is only week 1. And right now we have some new names. Richard Ariola is the quarterback for the Roswell Coyotes, 5'7", 145-pound senior. Christian Hernandez, which we've already talked about him quite a bit, stands at 5'7", 160 pounds. And then Sebastian Mendoza was going to get some reps as well at the slot back. And then Jonah Gamboa will be the fullback. And Coyotes had a 4th down situation. They punt it, and it's going to be kicked well.
Yeah, it's going to be a 40-yard punt with no return on the hometown roll there. Good job by the punter. Who is the punter, Coach? It's not...
Ball down by number 31.
Looks like Jonah Gamboa is actually doing the punting, so had a good one there.
Yeah, so the Farmington Scorpions, once again, they do lead the Roswell Coyotes 7-0. The start of the second quarter now, and now it's going to be, well, let me just change my scripts right here, Coach. The strong arm quarterback, Brandon Furby. Looks like it's going to be handed off to Jakeem Reed, and he is going to gain nothing.
You see who was in on that tackle, Coach? I missed it.
Let's see, I also missed it, Coach, so it is Miguel Cabrales.
Oh, nice. It's good to have the public address guy here to help us out.
Yeah, that's good there. So, okay, 2nd and 10, no yardage for Jakeem, but here comes the quarterback, and oh my gosh, what a play by number 6.
Yeah, Alarcon, it's going to get him to no loss, or no gain or no loss there, I guess, whichever way you want to look at it. But nice job wrapping him up because, Coach, he is hard to get down. He's already shown that. But that's, you know, this is that good defense that we've seen. We've seen a couple of bad plays, but for the most part, the defense has certainly been more impressive than the offense.
Well, you're exactly right, Coach. As we talked about, the defense is looking sharp right now, even though the score's 7-0 and the Farmington does lead. But there's another shot, and this time the strong arm quarterback, Brandon Furby, overthrows number 9. That's going to be Ethan Thomas, so it's going to be incomplete. 4th down and 10. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it, Coach.
Well, it's a good spot in the field, good situation in the game to go for it. Although the way the Roswell offense is playing, you know, I might be tempted to pin them deep, but we'll see what happens here.
Well, Furby's still in the ball game, so they are going to go for it. Watch long count, and they're going to go for it. You're exactly right. They're going to take a shot down the field. He does have a man open, and it's going to be incomplete, so the Roswell Coyotes will take over on downs from our own 48 now, so that's...
Well, it's our best field position at the game by far. Let's see what we can do with it. Pretty good coverage there by Anaya. He was running with him. It would have been nice to see him turn his head there at the last second, but he was right all over him and able to break up the play.
Coach, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Lynn goes in the air right here. So I said we're in our territory. We're still actually in Farmington territory, but it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 48 left hash. Ariola, the quarterback, and I believe it's going to be Christian Hernandez. Yeah, it is. It's going to be Christian Hernandez. He does get positive yardage, so we now are in Coyote territory for a gain of about 5. So we're going to call it 4 yards. So we're going to call it second and about 6 is what I'm going to call it, from about the 48, 49-yard line. At least from up here, that's what it appears to be, Coach.
Ariola. Got him to jump. They'll be 5 yards closer now.
Hey, what a hard cadence right there, and that's exactly what we need. So Ariola will come over here and talk to Jeff Lynn, get some direction from him. And one thing about Richard Ariola is he does read that field pretty well. He reads his defense real well. And, there's some, he does have a bright future. He is a senior, but, he does have a bright future at that position.
Well, and Coach, just talking to Coach Lynn about Areola, doesn't lack for confidence. He may lack for experience, but he doesn't lack for confidence in the slightest.
Absolutely. Areola, the quarterback. Here he goes. He's going to take it himself right here. I thought it might have been a speed option, but we're going to lose about 4 yards, Coach.
Well, I'm afraid it's going to be more than that. Looks like they're going to give him kind of a generous spot there. And that's going to be a loss of... Well, it was 2nd and what?
Well, it was actually 2nd and 4.
So they're only going to say he lost 3 on it. Yep. That's pretty generous.
I like generous, Coach. Okay, they're going to call it 3rd and 7 from the 49-yard line now, right hash, and Areola's the only back. So we're going to go trips down here, I believe.
And they're bringing the pressure.
And there's that slip screen. Always been effective here for the Roswell Coyotes. It's going to be close to the first down. And, Coach, I don't think we have a choice but to go for it.
No, probably not.
Well, they're going to call it a first down.
I think they're going to be 1 yard short. We're going to get a 6-yard completion.
We're going to go for it, Coach.
To Tarin, first reception of the season.
Well, let's see if Areola can get that hard count.
Well, that would be the easiest way to get it.
But if we
try it right here, but
possible motion. Let's see what happens here. I'm really going to be curious to see if you have those 3 options now. You can give it over to the fullback and Jonah Gamboa, or just see what happens here. There's that toss sweep. It's going to be close. And Coach, I don't think we're going to have it.
No, sir. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play for Hernandez.
7-0. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I know we're on the radio, so I promise, we're going to try to do this about every 30 seconds to a minute. 7-0 is the score. The Farmington Scorpions do lead in this second quarter with 8 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the first half now. So
1 possession each, and each team's turned it over on downs. So
yes, absolutely.
Pretty good defense both ways.
Defensively, we are absolutely capitalizing on that. But, Coach, right here, we better not jinx it. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's a drop, yeah.
Incomplete pass now, and that was dropped by number 9, Ethan Thomas. Very, very impressed with the quarterback here for Farmington, Brandon Furby, the senior.
Yeah, it looks like the real deal. Coach certainly has the skills. He has overthrown a couple. He's had a couple dropped. He really could have done a lot more damage than he has so far.
Absolutely.
And he's a big, strong kid, hard to get down.
So Furby, the strong-arm quarterback for Farmington, is going to be in shotgun. They're going to be in shotgun Rudy or shotgun right, and here we go. Maybe another pass, but no.
Sack.
It's going to be sacked by number 23, Caden George.
And I believe his 2nd sack of the game.
Well, Coach, I have to ask you this question here. I know that you'll be leaving in the morning to Albuquerque.
I will.
And
back to the old alma mater.
Right here, you're probably missing that right there. I guarantee you that. I promise you are.
Oh, I'm missing watching my baby girl down there, but the dance team looks good, as always.
Here we go, trips to the top for Farmington. Furby going to take a shot. He does have a guy open.
Oh, good defense
and
there.
Fantastic defense.
Wow.
And, Coach, is that going to be Jonah Gamboa?
No, Coach, I think it's Marcos Tarin, isn't it? Oh, no, it's Anaya. Number 3, Anaya.
Oh, okay, so it's Adrian Anaya.
That's a great play there, Coach.
The 5'9" junior stands 165, weighs 165 pounds.
Running with him the whole way, jumped at the exact right time, fought him for the ball, and won it. I mean, he didn't pick it off, but great defensive play.
Jeremiah Monreal will return for the Roswell Coyotes. Uh-oh, he kicks it, and we're not sure who has the ball.
Coach, I think Kevin Alarcon got on that ball.
Okay, so, Coach, explain that to me right there. Is that gonna, I mean, it's going to be Farmington's ball.
25 Monreal on the return for the Coyotes.
Is it? No.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, so positive yardage on that return.
Well, I'm not sure it's a return. Well, I mean, they got a lot of yards out of him because he kicked it. I don't even think you can say it's a return because I don't think he ever controlled the ball. So I think it's a muffed catch.
Yeah. Well, if we
And
kick it a
then
little
just a
harder, it
fumble
could go.
recovery. Yeah, maybe that's been our best offense today is kicking the ball down the field on the punt return.
7-0 is the score. The Roswell Coyotes are trailing right now to the Farmington Scorpions, but it's going to be 1st and 10, and here comes
Ariola. Nice
Ariola,
job.
a good hard run, and the Roswell Coyotes will have another first down.
That's the longest run of the day for the Coyotes.
And, Coach, I know we're kidding around right now, and here's a true story here, okay? The Farmington Scorpions are number 2 in the state of New Mexico. Offensively, they're pretty good.
Yeah, well.
The Roswell Coyotes defensively are pretty good. So we just got to put 2 and 2 together right now and see if we can get that offense going. And see
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been a good matchup, and really our defense didn't give up the touchdown.
Right.
I mean, it's basically a special teams touchdown.
You're exactly right.
Ariel again.
That's just like a little bit of a quarterback follow, it looked like, and it's going to be probably a gain of, I'm sure you're going to give him 4.
Yeah, I'm going to give him 4.
Well, and that's okay. Ariola might be a little tired after tonight, but that's the way you're supposed to be, Coach.
Light.
7-0 is the score here at the Wool Bowl. The Roswell Coyotes do trail the Farmington Scorpions right now, 6 minutes and 35 seconds.
Thank you. So 2nd and 5 here.
Yeah.
Now we're moving it a little bit, Coach. Is what I like to see.
Well, and we'll see what happens here. It's like 2nd and 5 from the 41. Motion. Ariola will hand it off here to Christian. No, it's going to be...
Oh, he's still got it, Coach.
Sack for a loss.
And see, that's what he's got to avoid. That's like the 3rd one where we've got to, so help me out there, Coach. Does he have an option of who can he keep it or hand it off? Is that an option play, or is that going to him the whole way?
Well, and I was at practice the other day. We were looking at that. You have those 3 options, And I don't want to really say too much on that. You have the 3 options, yes.
Okay.
You have 3 options to give. And so I think maybe it's just a matter of, I don't know if it's actually a read that he's doing or if it's actually a called play. So 3rd and 11 from the 47, and now here comes Ariola. He will drop back to pass, and he does have a guy open, and it's going to be incomplete. And the pass was actually intended for Jonah Gamboa, I believe.
Yeah, and just a little too high. Gamboa able to leap up and get a hand on it, but really not a catchable ball. So it looks like change of personnel means a punt, although Ariola now going back on the field, so they've got but he's going to be the protector. So
yeah, personal protector now, and I'm trying to see exactly who it is punting.
Well, I think it's Gamboa.
Okay, it is Gamboa.
He's done the punting so far.
Well, that snap we got to work on a little bit now. It is returnable, and that's exactly. See, the coach right there is what I'm talking about earlier. I think
with Monreal, that's dangerous though, and dangerous in your own territory. If you bobble it, if you touch it, anybody can get it. So,
but I think it's a little bit of the growing pains right now, Coach. You got to make the mistakes, and we knew this was going to happen. And so, hey, that's the only way you learn, and we're going to get better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. 7-0 is the score. We trail right now with 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in this first half. Farmington offensively looking good. Strong on quarterback now with Brandon Furby.
Coach, they've looked good, but they haven't scored a touchdown. They haven't. Our defense
defensively is looking good.
Yeah, we've done really well on defense, and again here it's going to be a tackle for a loss again.
And that's I think that's number 7. It looks like, Coach.
Yeah, I think so.
Jorge Chavez,
who already 3rd tackle already, and one of those for a loss. I mean, this one was for a loss too. So 2 of his tackles for a loss.
I have to really look at your script now, Coach, because the numbers in my mind still are from the past, and I have to really erase that now. And so it's going to be 2nd down and 11 from the 19 now, and here comes Furby dropping back to pass. He does have a guy open, but yet it's going to be it might be intentional grounding, Coach.
No, they're going to say incomplete, and he's lucky. He's lucky. It's hard to get an intentional grounding in that situation, in my opinion, because the guy's draped all over him. He can say he affected the pass,
Okay.
But
so it's going to be ruled a sack then.
No, they're saying incomplete. They're deciding. They're going to decide if it's incomplete or if it's a sack. Looks like they're going to give him the incompletion.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Incomplete pass for Furby. So it's going to be...
But a dangerous play, and could have been the equalizer for the Coyotes there.
Absolutely. So it will be 3rd and 11 still on the 19.
Impressive defense, Coach. I'm very impressed with the Coyote defense.
Yeah, third and 11 from the 19. I'm just I'm trying to see right now what, Coach, do you see something else that I'm not seeing? Because I'm with you. It's probably going to be an incomplete pass, but I don't know what else is going on there. There's another flag.
If he's putting the flag down, they're going to call grounding.
Yeah, it's
I'm not familiar with the signal, but it is intentional grounding. We had to wait for for our rules expert next door to tell us what the signals mean.
Well, Coach, I thought so. I thought it was an intentional grounding.
And that's going to be yardage, and I believe it's going to be loss of down.
Well, if it is indeed intentional grounding, it will be a loss of down, and should it be taken to fourth down? But they're saying now.
No, just third. That was a second down play, so it'll just be third.
Okay, 3rd and 17 now, and here comes Furby. He's in shotgun right now. He's going to drop back. He's going to roll out, actually. He's going to look to his left, and, oh, man, he almost got hit hard. And, wow, what a completion right there to Caden Gonzalez, as he is about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and it wasn't bad coverage. The young sophomore, Wes Gallegos, he was right there with him. It was just a perfectly executed play and a beautiful throw.
7-0 is the score of the Roswell Coyotes trail. And Furby in trouble again, but looked like he had number 9 open, which was Ethan Thomas. But another great defensive play by the Roswell Coyotes.
Get you over in the gym. Ready for volleyball.
Well, and I was just going to mention that tomorrow they play up in Santa Teresa.
Oh.
And so, the 3 squads, the C team will be playing first, and then the JV, and then of course, the varsity. And I believe that game the varsity game starts at 3 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll get clarification momentarily. She got trips to the top now, and, it's dropped. And there's going to be a completion.
Wow. For Furby to make something out of nothing there, he got 7.5, maybe 8 yards out of that, maybe just 7.
Furby, he's a big kid.
He is, and pick up a bad snap, roll out, avoid a tackle, find a receiver, get positive yardage. That's impressive right there.
I'm kind of wondering if he's a baseball player. You're in that Farmington area that
I thought everybody was up there.
Well, you're exactly right. Softball, baseball over there in that Farmington area, it's baseball heaven, softball heaven.
Right. Got the Connie Mack World Series there every year.
Oh, my gosh. What just beautiful country. You remember when we were there, what was it, a couple years ago?
Right.
It was actually somewhat cold.
It was. You went home and I went fishing.
You did. No, actually, I stayed and left the next morning, but I remember seeing just the biggest, probably 8x8 elk on the side of the road that was hit by a car. It was huge. So 7-0 is the score here at the Wool Bowl. The Roswell Coyotes trail the Farmington Scorpions with 3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the first half now. Coyotes offensively struggling just a bit, and defensively, so far so good. Furby dropped back to pass again, and you know what? I was real surprised, Coach, that
missed tackle by Anaya there is going to be a big gainer.
I was really expecting Farmington to come up throwing kind of like Artesia a little bit.
Yeah. Well, and didn't know really what to expect from Furby. There was a lot of hype with him, but because of the lost year, there's not a lot of tape to look at. You'd have to look back to his sophomore year. And but I'm with you. I expected him to air it out quite a bit more than they have.
Shotgun to the right now. There's going to be a penalty, and it might be on
the Coyotes this time.
The Coyotes.
I didn't see who it was, but hard to tell from our angle here.
They're saying it's going to be offsides.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't know which player it was on. I knew it was on us.
So it's going to be 1st and 5 now for the Scorpions. 7-0 is the score, 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So the Scorpions threatening once again offensively. Furby is going to hand it off, and that's going to be this time to number 20, I believe. That's going to be Jakeem Reed. Jakeem Reed, a junior from Farmington High School.
Jakeem Reed up the middle.
Looks like Galvan on the tackle there, his first tackle on the evening.
Yeah.
Every starter's got at least one tackle now, except for one. I won't say who it is.
2nd and 1 now for Farmington. Furby finds somebody in the end zone. He might overthrow that. Oh, no. That was
drag
just,
it in.
What a throw and what a catch.
And once again, good coverage. He's all over him. Anaya is all over him.
Well, that's a touchdown for Farmington.
Yeah, it is a touchdown, but perfectly thrown ball and a great catch to get the feet down for Farmington. So the Coyotes now go down 13-0. Scorpions looking to make it 14-0 on the extra point attempt here. And up and good again. So
yeah, makes it 14-0 now. I thought it was overthrown, Coach, but man, I tell you what.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, you said it, and I thought it was going to be just over his hands, but he got enough air under it, and a great catch.
Well, Coach, let's take a break real quick. 14-0, the Roswell Coyotes trail. You're listening and watching at KSBPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
College football is back on the High Plains. You don't want to miss out on your Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds' return to the gridiron as they welcome 6 home opponents this fall. The home schedule features the Wagon Wheel rivalry game versus West Texas A&M, our annual homecoming game, and the home opener on September 2nd versus Central Washington. Season tickets are now available for as low as $25 per person. Call 575-562-2153 or visit goeasternathletics.com for more information. ENMU Greyhound football all in.
$14-0 here at the Wool Bowl. The Roswell Coyotes trail with 2 minutes and 52 seconds, and it was just a beautiful pass by Furby. And I'm over here in the press box, and I really thought it was overthrown, but, man, even a better catch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Maybe even a better catch as good as the throw was.
Well, I tell you what. I will tell you that Furby, I'm just going to tell you this, Coach. Being around athletics quite a bit, I just know this guy's a baseball player. I just know he is. And I'm probably going to guess what position he plays, too, here in just a moment.
Yeah. I think I have an inkling of what it might be.
Well, I bet he throws a pretty good bender is all I'm going to tell you. So 14-0, here it is. And I'm sure we'll get into the starburst here in just a moment. But no, it's going to be into the end zone.
Well, the offense has been better since the beginning of the game, Coach. But now they have to take it up yet another notch here. They've got just under 3 minutes, and Coyotes really need to get on the board before halftime.
Absolutely. Coach, offensively, we really haven't seen too many, as far as Christian Hernandez. We saw Christian. He's run the ball a few times. I think Sebastian Mendoza has had a couple of opportunities, and then Jonah Gamboa also had a couple opportunities. But other than that, I really haven't seen offensively too many other Roswell Coyotes running the ball.
No, I mean, Areola
besides Areola.
Yeah, has taken it, but that's pretty much it. Estrada has 1 carry for -5 yards, but
other than that, it's just those 4, 5. Okay, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20. We're going to call it middle part of the field. Areola, the quarterback, going to be shotgun Lucy. And, and there's Christian Hernandez once again. And here's the thing, too. We keep on talking about defensively for the Roswell Coyotes, but you know what? Coach, defensively, the Farmington Scorpions are doing their job, too.
Oh, they are. And they look pretty solid there. And you know what? They look like a team that's, a top-ranked team in the state. I mean, 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever they are,
Well, they're definitely a top 5.
Oh, yeah. And they're pretty well balanced, both sides of the ball. And they've got the leader on the offense that looks to be the real deal, so they're going to be tough.
2nd and 8 now, as Hernandez had positive yardage, but here comes Areola rolling out to his left. He has to get rid of the ball. He throws it up, and that is going to be intercepted by the Farmington Scorpions.
And he's going to score.
And Caden Gonzalez will return that, but there's a couple of flags, and I'm sure that might be coming back.
Yeah, the interception will stay. And they will get the penalty on the return team, so that'll be post-turnover.
It looks like Areola's banged up a little bit, Coach.
Yeah, he is coming off slow.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, no, yeah, he's not just coming off slow, he's hurt.
We have an illegal blindside block called against the return team.
Well, it looks like he's holding his stomach or maybe the rib cage area there. Let's see what. I'm sure that at least we'll take a look at that.
Well, you're going to see number 35, the sophomore Peyton Kennard. He's going to warm up right now just as soon as they figure this out. But
well, you're exactly right, Coach. I saw him in the inner squad, and I meant to say the inner squad a couple weeks ago, and you know he does pretty well as well too. So here we go. Here's Furby. He's going to pass it once again. He does have a eligible receiver open.
Yeah, busted coverage there.
Ethan Thomas, and it was just busted coverage. Looks like Ariola's going to be okay.
Yeah, they don't seem to be warming up the backup yet, so. You know, it hurts when you throw a pick sometimes.
Coach, I've thrown a lot of those.
He'll be all right.
Okay, here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now for Farmington. And there's going to be a flag, and there's going to be a beautiful pass by Furby. It's going to be incomplete, but let's see what Hankey's about.
Incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, and we'll see. I assume if it's on Farmington that coach is going to back him up, although he might be tempted to get him to 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 instead of 2nd and false starts. So 2nd and 15 or 3rd and 10, Coach? What do you do?
I would go 2nd and 15 with Furby.
You're going to take the penalty, huh? I guess I would too. More good coverage from Wes Gallegos, who's running right with the receiver. If that ball's not overthrown, you know, I think Gallegos can make a play on the ball.
I'm actually talking to Coach Curtis over there in Farmington right now.
Well, they did decline it.
He's trying to quiz me a little bit. He knows better than that. But here we go, 3rd and 36, Coach. But there's Furby. This time he overthrows it, and he did have a eligible receiver there. And
Coach, I think I might have sent a subliminal message to Coach Lynn there, and he declined the penalty, got him 3rd and 10, got the overthrow, and now we're 4th and long.
Yep.
Furby's pass was incomplete, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10.
I'm telling you what, I'm a legendary armchair coach, armchair quarterback, armchair coordinator.
Yeah, I wish I had that opportunity to get Max Preps up, man. I was really having some difficulty. I really want to see what, the top 10, and I guess we could probably pull that up here in a minute, but
I'm not sure there's much to pull up.
Yeah, there's not much, was there? Yeah. 14-0. If you're just now tuning in to 106.5 Roswell Talk FM or KSVPTV.com, Roswell Coyotes trail right now 14-0 with 1 minute and 38 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, and they get a turnover there on downs.
Yes.
And you know, I just can't say enough about this defense, Coach. They gave up one of those touchdowns. They did, legitimate. The other one's the special teams touchdowns, and this Farmington offense is good.
Yeah.
So I'm really impressed with this defense.
Absolutely. So here we go. 1st and 10 from 36. We're going left hash now, and it's going to be twins to the bottom here. Shotgun Lucy. Shotgun left now, and here is Areola. And we have to learn how to lead a little bit, and that ball was actually to Miguel Cabrelas.
Yeah, and just missed him.
2nd down and 10.
So 2nd and 10 on the incomplete pass. What do you think Coach Lynn's thinking about right now, Coach?
Well, I mean, there's going to be a lot to talk about in the locker room, really on both sides of the ball. I mean, as good as the defense has played, there's certainly some things that they can do better. But I think the majority of the conversation is going to be on the offensive side of the ball, and I'm real curious to see the adjustments.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 from the 36. Kyle's trailed by 14. Areola might take it south now. Areola does have some good speed. And wow, what a hit by number 47. It looks like it's going to be Ian Martinez for the Scorpions.
Areola got 6. Gets him back up to positive yardage, but running out of time here and running out of downs as well. 109 and counting left here in the first half. Coyotes facing a 3rd and 4 from their own 42.
That's exactly right, Coach. Now we're under a minute. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious to see when they go into the locker room what Coach is going to – I mean, there's no reason to get mad about what's going on right here. You just have to make the adjustments and try to figure out how to defeat this defense of the Farmington Scorpions.
And now Coach Lynn will call a timeout. He did let about 25 seconds run off before he called the timeout. So, but you never know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I agree, Coach. I promise you he'll be mad, but he's not going to be mad at the things that you might expect him to be mad about. You know, he's going to find the things that that is handcuffing them right now, and he's going to make. And
everything's correctable is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're always mad at the situation, but I don't think what I'm trying to say is he's not mad at the individual himself. It's going back into the locker room, go back to film room, really evaluate how you're doing things, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. (14-0) is the score. 43.6 seconds remaining in the first half.
And I expect. Oh, Coach, I was told by Mean Gene that we can broadcast the band at halftime if we want to. So, if that's something we want to do, we can.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. And we need to. Dr. Gomez is with us now. Does a really good job. And there's a little pitch right there, and oh my gosh, just great defense. I'm pretty impressed with the defense. I'm impressed with Farmington.
Well, the defense appears to be so fast. I mean, I got to think we have a little bit of speed too, but man, are they fast?
Yes, sir.
So Estrada is going to lose 2.
Growing pains this season, Coach. Growing pains.
There's going to be, but this is not going to be a team that you want to play late in the season, in the playoffs or otherwise. And the Scorpions take time out here. They want to get the ball back with 30 seconds just under it left.
And Coach, I'm okay with that.
Oh, sure. No,
the more reps, the better.
Well, and that's when you got a quarterback with an arm like that.
Absolutely.
I mean, all you need is 1 second.
Game 1, you darn right. 14-0, 29.5 seconds to see what Furby does in the Farmington Scorpions. Next week, the Roswell Coyotes will be traveling to Lovington. And we'll be broadcasting that on KSVPTV.com next week as well.
And I assume we'll be on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM as well.
I think you're probably right, Coach. We'll find out soon, but we'll see what happens. So, 4th down and 7. Punt situation, and here we go. Areola. Excuse me, that's going to be Jorge Chavez, I believe. Oh, and there's a flag.
Tackle. Good coverage there.
And that might be on the Farmington Scorpions.
We have a penalty flag on the play.
So Cabrales, that's his second special teams tackle to go along with a sack on defense. So he's done well coming off the bench for Coach Lynn in that defensive line rotation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got 19 seconds left here in the first half. Beautiful here in Roswell, New Mexico. It's cool 90 degrees here at the All-American City.
And Lazo's all the way back at the 50.
Now, there's a decent crowd here at the Wool Bowl.
I would have thought after the year and a half we've had that this place would be packed, but I guess there are still some health concerns.
That's exactly what we're just going to say, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment, too. I mean, we had a voluntary shutdown, but I think we might see some things here next week as well. So,
hope so.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I like seeing live bodies in my classroom, and I think most people do.
I like seeing live bodies, period, Coach.
Illegal block in the back called against the Scorpions.
That's good. all the way back to the 16.
First and 10.
Now we got the don't get burned defense in.
Well, that's exactly right, but you're going to give up that middle here, and that's what we thought. Okay. Well, the Roswell Coyotes trail 14-0. I think that's going to end the quarter, and it should end the quarter as the teams go to the locker room.
Yeah, they will. I thought he was going to wait for 1 second, and I don't have any 2 minutes, so I'll have 30 seconds.
Well, let's just do this real quick. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back, talk a little football, and then just get ready for the performance for the band, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. We'll be right back. You're listening, watching at KSBTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
Okay, welcome back to Roswell High School football. The Roswell Coyotes, we trail 14-0. It is halftime, and Coach McDonald will be telling us some stats here momentarily. Getting ready for the Roswell High School Big Red Band here. It is actually Dr. Gomez. He is new to Roswell and has done a magnificent job here with our band, and so we're excited to see how that goes here momentarily. But one of the things we were talking about earlier is the Roswell Coyotes offensively. We had lost. We played 4 games last year, as we all know. Have a new quarterback. We have a new, basically a new set of offensive line. We really do. Yeah. And we're just waiting to see what happens. Coach, just we got about 14 minutes. Give me your thoughts on the first half.
Well, didn't really know what to expect coming in here, and my pleasant surprise has been the defense. And obviously there's some things to work out on offense. But, like I said, we're going to have growing pains this year. There are a lot of new guys. You talked about a whole new offensive line, whole new defensive line, only one returner. Absolutely. So, it's a strange situation, as almost everything in life is right now. But if anybody can make the adjustments and get them improving week to week, it's this football staff that Coach Lynn's put together.
So, Coach, what would you tell the listeners out there right now? You coming out, we're still the defending state champions, the 2 times defending state champions.
Correct.
What it's you mentioned growing pains, but what do you tell the fans? What do you tell the city of Roswell?
Well, just to hang in there. That's what I tell Coyote Nation out there. Just hang in there. We've been so spoiled the last 2, 3, 4 years.
Yes.
With the talent level and the preparation and the success of this team, that it was so strange last year, even though the games didn't count. But it was so strange last year to call a game that we lost.
Yeah.
I mean, because it had been almost 2 years since we had called a game that we lost. So
well, and again, don't count us out. I mean, this is game 1, week 1. It's 14-0. The Farmington Scorpions do lead, but hey, we'll see what happens here in the second half.
Coach, let's do the band before the stats, and
sounds great, Coach.
So we're going to turn it over to Coach Gomez, Dr. Gomez,
Dr. Gomez,
and the Big Red Band. So enjoy, everybody.
High School Entertainment today. First group up is Roswell High School's Big Red Band. Sticking out for halftime entertainment.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Red Band from Roswell High School and the Charlie's Angels. Always great to see the Angels perform.
They are impressive as always, Coach. As always.
14-0 is a score now. If you're just now watching and tuning in to KSBTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, the score is 14-0. We have about 5 minutes and 30 seconds before we start the third quarter. You know, Coach, you want to go over some stats for me?
Yeah, let's do it. We got time here. So we're going to start with the offensive side of the ball.
Okay.
Rushing the football, Christian Hernandez has carried the ball 8 times for a total of 4 yards. Richard Ariola, 7 carries for a total of 4 yards. Jonah Gamboa, 2 carries for 6 yards. Sebastian Montoya, 1 carry for 4. And Josh Estrada, 2 carries for -7. So the leading rusher right now for us is Jonah Gamboa with 6 yards. And that's not what we're used to, Coach.
Well.
Passing the ball, Richard Ariola is 1 for 5 for 6 yards and 1 interception. Marcos Tarin caught that 1 pass for those 6 yards. Special teams, Jonah Gamboa, been a bright spot for the Coyotes. He has punted the ball 4 times. He did have 1 blocked, but the other 3, he averaged 33 yards a punt on the other 3. Punt returns, Jeremiah Monreal had 1 return for 8 yards, and he also had 1 kickoff return for 9 yards, and he kicked a kickoff for a punt return for more yards than that. Defensively, the Coyotes have been good. They've had all 8 of the 9 starters contribute with tackles, plus 3 tackles from Miguel Cabrales, coming off the bench. Cabrales led the team with 3 tackles, and 1 of those was a sack. Jorge Gomez had 1. Jeremiah Monreal had 2. Wes Gallegos had 2. Caden George had 2 sacks, which counts as 2 tackles for a loss each. Ismael Galvan had 1, as did Sabino Lazos and Gonzalo Garcia. Gonzalo Garcia had the first tackle of the game. Jorge Chavez, 3 tackles, 2 of those for loss. Kevin Alarcon, 2 tackles, 1 of those for a loss. And Adrian Anaya added 2 tackles as well. So there are some bright spots, Coach. 6 tackles for loss, including 3 sacks. You know, everybody contributing on the defensive side of the ball. There have been a couple of, I would say just a couple of busted plays in coverage where they let receivers get behind them. But for the most part, the secondary's playing well. They've completed some tough passes. And that front 7 has been impressive.
So, Coach, you know, 14-0 right now. What adjustments do we need to make right now? What is defensively, as you mentioned? We had defensively, we only allowed 1 touchdown. We had the bat snap and of course the turnover on that. But adjustment-wise, what do you do?
Well, I mean, you got to figure out what's going to work for you on offense. And, you know, we tried running the ball to the outside, and Farmington was ready for that. They showed off the speed and the good tackling, and, you know, they've got a ton of tackles for loss on us. We need to make a little bit better decisions when we get into those option situations, whether they're, you know, the option running plays or the passing plays. And, you know, the other thing I would just say to them is just, you know, trust the coaches, trust the system, you know, do what you're supposed to do your job, you know, and good things are still going to happen in this game. Like you said, this, you know, except for a special teams touchdown, this would be a 7-0 game.
Yeah, absolutely. So
against the number 2 team in the state.
Yep. 14-0 is the score. We're getting ready to start the third quarter. I think maybe we should go to a commercial break real quick and pay some bills. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. You're listening and watching to KSBPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, and we'll be right back.
Good morning, honey. Hey, I have to pick up the kids from school this afternoon. Can you call...
A home invasion can happen anytime, even when you're at home. Protect your home and the ones you love with whole home security from Zenith Security. The security experts at Zenith Security can monitor your whole home 24/7. So they're ready whether you're there or not. Call Zenith Security Services, LLC at 626-3521. That's 626-3521 and get whole home security with Zenith Security Services, LLC.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2668.
College football is back on the High Plains. You don't want to miss out on your Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds' return to the gridiron as they welcome 6 home opponents this fall. The home schedule features the Wagon Wheel rivalry game versus West Texas A&M, our annual homecoming game, and the home opener on September 2nd versus Central Washington. Season tickets are now available for as low as $25 per person. Call 575-562-2153 or visit goeasternathletics.com for more information. ENMU Greyhound football all in.
Welcome back to Roswell High School football. We trail 14-0 to the Farmington Scorpions. We're just a couple minutes away before we start the third quarter. I haven't heard any scores from around the state. Did you got some, Coach?
Well, I've just got the one, and that was at the end of the first quarter. It was Carlsbad 7 and Artesia 0. Hoping to get an update from Mean Gene, who is down there in Carlsbad as well. So,
say that again, I'm sorry.
Carlsbad leads Artesia 7-0. That was at the end of the first. They should be close to halftime by now. So
okay.
Hoping to get an update from Gene.
Coach, so I hate to bring this up, but I'm not sure exactly who's playing tonight due to all the, I should say the C word.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not sure either. Goddard is not playing.
Right.
I'm not sure if Alamogordo has a game this week or not. And just beyond the, the district teams, I'm just really not sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was actually gonna call Coach Cisco down there to find out, but it's
Hobbs and Lovington maybe tonight. Hobbs and somebody. It's probably not Lovington.
Well, we're just kind of playing day by day right now, and of course there's new regulations out there that we're trying to actually still try to find out what's going to end up happening with school next week. And so, if we're going to stay remote or if we're actually going to go in person, I know we've been working real hard to try to get the in-person learning, and I think that's what's going to end up happening. But don't quote me on it. That's
Right.
the plan.
I told my kids to be ready by Tuesday.
Yeah.
But probably not Monday, but as soon as Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Hopefully, that's wishful thinking.
Coach, we still have a little bit of right now. I mean, you're in the classroom, of course, and I'm on the different perspective here. But tell me your thoughts a little bit about the concurrent enrollment and your Canvas and what you think about some of the things.
Well, it's been a challenge, and last year certainly was a tremendous challenge for teachers. They're basically doing two jobs at once, and having to teach the kids in front of you and teach the kids online at the same time. I mean, what the job that the teachers in the Roswell School District did last year is phenomenal.
Just amazing. Amazing. I tell you what, technology too. I learned more about technology last year in one semester than I've done the rest of my life.
Well, and stuff that we can use going forward too. I mean, that's the silver lining, I guess you'd say, of the whole disastrous situation.
Well, here we go, Coach. We're starting the third quarter here. As we talked about earlier, the Roswell Coyotes won the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes. You're right. Here, I got an update here from Mr. Greg Torres. 14-6, Carlsbad over Artesia. Dexter 13, Santa Rosa 6, Hobbs 7, and Clovis 0.
And
thank you, Greg.
14-7, Carlsbad leads the Artesia Bulldogs in Carlsbad.
14-7, so they kicked the P18.
Oh, okay.
14-6 or 14-7.
Well, my source says 7.
Okay. Well, it's 14-6 or 14-7, one of the two.
It's 2 scores to 1.
Okay, it's a challenge, Mr. Torres. Figure it out here. Here we go. Here we go. 1st and 10 now. Kyle Strela 14-0 in the start of the third quarter. We're at 1st and 10 on the 20, middle part of the field. And now Ariola is the quarterback. And
that was some good misdirection. I don't know who
I think
had
that's
the ball.
Miguel Cabrelas. And that's exactly who it is.
Say no gain?
No gain.
We'll give him 1. Oh, yeah, we can give him 1 on that.
Yeah, there's positive yards on there. +1 there for Miguel Cabrelas.
I think that's his first carry.
No, it was Miguel that had it.
Yeah, that's the first carry I have for him.
So here we go, 2nd and 9. 14-0 is the score. We're going to go shotgun left now. We got a tight trips to the bottom here. And here comes Ariola. He's going to take it around himself. And there we go. We had probably 5 or 6 yards there for a carry for Ariola.
Yeah, depending on where they say he went out.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, they're going to move it up a little.
Positive yardage for Ariola. Ariola.
Yeah, we'll give him 7. It's a good solid gain on 2nd down, bringing up 3rd and short.
Yeah, 3rd and 2 now from the 28, left hash. And here goes shotgun Lucy again. And there's going to be a timeout. Farmington. Okay, well, guess what? I guess we should do that too.
All right.
We'll be right back. You're listening and watching KSBTV.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
Welcome back. 14-0. The Farmington Scorpions lead the Roswell Coyotes, and we have an inside joke right here. We had a text message. Both Kelly McDonald and I both had a text message from Mr. Ralph Tejas. He texts me saying it's 14-7. He texts Mr. McDonald 14-6. So it's one of those two. We're not real sure exactly what it is, but Mr. Ralph, if you find out, you just let us know, buddy. 3rd and 2 now, 28 on the 28-yard line. Ariola at the quarterback, shotgun left. And here we go. The ball's going to be given now to, I believe that's going to be Christian Hernandez. And Hernandez is going to be close to the 1st down. I believe he has it.
Oh, yeah, 3 yards.
Yes, he does have it. Christian Hernandez has some speed.
That's going to be good for another first down.
Okay, 1st and 10 from the 32 right hash. Ariola taking some direction from Lynn. he might take it himself, and he's going to take a loss.
Pin on the spot, but it looks like a loss of 4 there.
Exactly.
Loss of a pair picks up a third down.
It's 6.
We can call it 6.5.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Tejas, Ralph Tejas, man, he just does a fantastic job over there at Roswell High School. Kids love him. He is nothing. He's pro kids, man.
Oh, absolutely.
He's just great to talk to. And I tell you what, every Friday you'll have him muffin, I promise you. 2nd and 13 for the Roswell Coyotes on the 29-yard line. We trail 14-0 to the Farmington Scorpions. And here comes Ariola dropping back to pass. And he does have a guy open, just underthrown. It's going to be intercepted.
Number 36.
Yeah, 36. Who's that? I think that's Brody Stockton.
With the interception and return. Stockham taking the ball deep into
Stockham, yeah.
territory.
Second interception of the game for Ariola. Had a man, I believe, just underthrew him.
Yeah, you know, and I was just kind of looking. You know, the front line of the Farmington Scorpions, defensively, they're pretty physical.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, so Brandon Furby, the quarterback for the Farmington Scorpions, once again, they're going to be in a shotgun formation. Might be a swing, but no, he's going to take a shot to the end zone. He does have a man, and it's going to be another Farmington Scorpion touchdown as they lead 20-0 now. Await the PAT, and that's just one play, and boom.
Yeah, that's just how quickly you can strike when you have a quarterback like that and receivers that can get down the field.
I did call it, Coach. He is a pitcher.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
You got that from our expatriate coach.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And here's the PAT. That's going to be kicked by number 83. That's going to be Caleb Allred. And that's going to be good. 21-0 is the score. The Roswell Coyotes trail at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. You're listening and watching to KSUPTV.com.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2660.
Welcome back to Roswell High School football 2021. Let me say that again. Year 2021. Okay. The score is 21-0. The Roswell Coyotes, the two-time defending state champions, trail in this third quarter with a lot of football to be played. You know, big quarterback for Farmington, Mr. Brandon Furby, strong-arm quarterback, connects with one of his receivers for another touchdown. I'm just, like I said, a little bit young, Coach, and you know, I don't want to make excuses.
No, but
it is what it is. We're a little young, and you mentioned this is a freshman group that we have.
Right. I mean, that's their only experience. Some of them is just freshman football. So
a lot of them, at least. Yeah. So here we go. Number 7, Brody Cahoon is going to kick off. Good run right now. Good return by, I think that's Sebastian Mendoza.
Yeah, it was.
So good job by Sebastian Mendoza. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Coach, seeing this Farmington Scorpion team at least in that final, in the semifinal game at least.
Well, I mean,
I know it's premature, it's early, but
sure, but it you know, they look the part, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Well, don't count Roswell High out. It's week 1.
Oh yeah, not even in this game. I mean, there's a lot to play in this game.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Okay, it's going to be first and 10, Coach, from the 25-yard line. I think we're going to be in the, I'll call it left hash. Larry Bernardo is one of the officials down there. I talked with him earlier out of Clovis, New Mexico.
You got the sophomore Jordan Weathersby out, split wide here.
Yeah, I saw that. Good athlete. And no, the ball is given up by Mendoza.
So after a decent carry there of about 5 yards, Mendoza coughs it up.
Yep. Good hard run, and I'm looking at Coach Lynn like,
yeah.
We've all been through it, Coach. We've all been through it.
Scorpions at the Coyote 35.
Okay, so we cough up the ball now. It's going to be Farmington Scorpions ball. First and 10 from the Coyote 35-yard
Look for
line.
a shot right off the bat.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. And there it is.
And he's got him. Oh.
I mean, just...
He had him.
I call it the third level, Coach, right up the middle there, but...
Well, I mean, that's not really where he was looking to go, but he stood in the pocket long enough that he came open. He just kind of missed him.
Yeah,
easily could have been 6 there.
Well, absolutely, and this is the Farmington Scorpion team that I anticipated. You know, throw very similar to the Artesia group, and I say that I haven't seen Artesia, but as far as offensively throwing the ball, probably 90% of the time, if not more. Second down and 10 on the incompletion now, as Furby gets set here. It's going to be shotgun right. And here we go, dropping back to pass. And I'm going to be a bit surprised if he takes a shot again. He does. And
nice catch.
Great completion there. Number 2 is going to be Patrick Shea. I think that is actually his, what appears to be his favorite receiver.
Well, yeah, he does thrown his way several times. And, you know, again, Coach, it's not terrible coverage. Anaya's right with him. He just unable to battle for the football.
That's exactly right, Coach. And easily Furby goes in for another 6. The score now is 27-0 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's starting to get away from him here now.
Well,
not to state the obvious, but
well, and that, yeah. Well,
but it's turnovers. You know, it's.
Well, but you know, after the game, we can talk about this. There's positive through this, Coach. There's positive. Sure. I know we're losing 27, waiting the PAT momentarily. Probably going to be 28-0, but there has to be positive out of this, Coach. And it is going to be 28-0. Let's stay here about this, Coach, real quick. I really want to talk about this because, we've all been through this as coaches. We know that, you know, we're a young team right now, and a lot of, like you mentioned earlier, this group right here, the majority of the time they've had freshman experience. What can you say that's positive about this ball team right now, Coach? Because we're going to stay positive about this.
Well, I mean, obviously the defense, for sure. I mean, the defense really hasn't disappointed me. I mean, like I said, even on those last 2 touchdowns, I mean, it's not that it's like blown coverage or terrible coverage. They're just getting outplayed by more experienced and in many cases older kids. And again, not making excuses at all. But those are the growing pains you're going to have to get through. And if they can learn from it, and see, that's what Coach Lynn and his staff will do. They'll make sure that they get the positives out of that. They'll say, hey, look, you're right with it. You just got to know when to turn and make a play on the ball.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm observing right now, you know, the coaching staff right now. I'm looking at the sidelines. And, you know, when you're in a situation like this, it's very easy just to look down.
Yeah.
And right now, that's not what's going on. They're coaching. They're getting after it. They're explaining. They're talking about technique. They're going over there and talking about exactly what they need to be doing. So there's no feeling sorry for yourself. It's like, hey, you know what? It is what it is. You got to get better.
That's exactly right.
So 28-0 is the score. The Farmington Scorpions do lead right now, and we're just waiting for the kick from Cahoon. He's going to kick it deep, and let's see if we get it to the starburst here. We do. Oh, nice hit.
Good move there.
Did you see that by Adrian Anaya? I mean, he hit one of the Farmington Scorpions here.
Hey, Coach, that's Josh Estrada there, who received the handoff after the starburst with the good run back all the way out to the 32. That's about a 30-yard run back.
Coach, I'm going to tell you something here, too, and you might think I'm crazy, but you know what? This is okay. This is absolutely okay. You're going to have to learn, or we're going to have to learn how to get physical a little bit and say, hey, you know what? This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
This is unacceptable, and you're going to have to get a little fire underneath you and say what we can do.
Right.
I mean.
Fired up, not dirty, but fired up
right.
for sure.
Hey, you know what? You're going to get hit. You're going to get hit hard.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to learn how to find a way to go over there and compete. 28-0 is the score here. 9 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Farmington does lead. Ariola still the quarterback now. Shotgun left, and here we go. Drop back to pass. He does have a man open, and it is underthrown, and there's going to be another interception.
Right, and that was the best interception of the day for the defense, because the other two, all they really had to do was catch it. That one, he had to sky up and make a tremendous play on the ball.
Right.
And if he doesn't, if he fails and the ball gets by him, it's touchdown.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
But unfortunately, that is going to be interception at number 3.
Well, you keep fighting there. I just love the way Coach Lynn's really approaching this right now.
Sure.
You see how he's doing that? He's saying, hey, you're okay. It's all right. He's clapping his hands and saying, let's go to work. 28-0, second interception, I believe. Second interception of the day. Carlsbad 6, Artesia 14. Is that what I just heard?
Reverse of that.
Okay. Sweep option here for Farmington is going to be maybe 2 or 3 yards there for Jakeem Reed.
That's Caden George who got him down. Bring up a second and about 6.
Yeah, about second and about 6 from about the, we'll call about the 48-yard line here, Coach. It looks like trips to the top now. There's going to be a flag. It would appear to be a swing play to Reed.
False start.
Yep.
So that'll back him up, make it second and long.
8:37. It's 8:37 p.m. right now, with 8:28 remaining in the third quarter. 28-0 is the score here at the Wool Bowl. Roswell versus Farmington.
Comes the blitz,
and they're exactly right. Oh, wow.
And effective. Made him throw it before he wanted to, and the result is an incompletion. And the second result is a 3rd and 11.
3rd down 11 from the 47. And again, strong arm quarterback, Brandon Furby. Rolls to his right. He does have an eligible man open. Look at this, Coach.
Wide open.
Wide open it is, and there's a Naya, I believe.
Naya will get him down inside the 5, but
well, that was just a. Again. I'm just he's very impressive. This quarterback.
He is. And the receivers too. I mean,
Farmington's pretty impressive.
They are. I mean that's really the first wide open receiver we've seen him go to. There's been some that are a little bit open and some that weren't open at all. And he's just going to run this one in like that.
Well, Furby is going to. Oh, he looked like he reached over, in my opinion. But let's see what the Zebras say.
Going to put it down at
They're going to say that it is. They're going to say he's short, maybe about a yard.
He's Irish on the tackle.
I won't be a bit surprised if there's going to be another quarterback follow here.
Safest
or just give it to Reed
probably.
if you want to.
And they stop Reed as well. So.
Well,
are they going to stop Reed? They're saying down and not touchdown, so another good stop there. The defensive line.
So it looked like I thought I saw a helmet come off, but yeah, there is one. That looks like Jakeem Reed. His helmet came off. Hope he's okay there. They're going to say get off the field for just a second. Make sure he's okay in that dog pile. 3rd and 1 now. And there is, there might be a goal line stand right there, Coach.
No indication, certainly, and great play there. I'm trying to see who's going to stand up there.
Well, Brandon Furby, again, just tries to go in himself.
And
4th down and 1.
That was Cabrales again, Coach.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Miguel is a strong kid.
Yeah. He has been they wouldn't chuck it here, would they?
Well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. With Furby, there's no telling.
Maybe roll out where he can run it in or find somebody open. I'm just going to throw it.
Yeah, just a little fade there, and guess what? Great defense by the Roswell Coyotes. And Coach, I think I'm going to have to say that was not a penalty.
No, I don't think that's
from my. I saw from the, you got a better angle than I do on that, but it didn't look like it from my end.
No, he didn't make any attempt to make any contact with the receiver. The receiver basically came back into him. So that would be a great one to pick up.
So you go half the distance of millimeters.
Well, I mean, it's essentially a touchdown. I mean, because you've just stopped them 4 times from the 1 yard line. You can't ask them to stop them 4 more times.
So 4th in the inches again.
No.
Millimeters. I'm talking.
No, it's not a first down. Oh, it's not a first down.
Well, that right there, my friends, is another Farmington Scorpion touchdown. I believe that was going to be Reed. Yeah, it wasn't a first down. It's just millimeters, Coach.
Well, it's unfortunate because the Coyotes did make a good 1 yard goal line stand there from the 1 yard line. 4 straight plays, and you know me, Coach. I don't get on officials at all.
I know you don't.
Even when they deserve it sometimes.
I was really surprised.
That was not pass interference. I mean, they missed that one. And it happens. I mean, officials miss calls. I miss calls when I officiate. Everyone I've ever officiated with misses calls. But
well, I'm going to say it was close. Coach, let's take a break real quick. 35-0, the Roswell Coyotes trail the Farmington Scorpions. We'll be right back. You're listening to Roswell High Football and KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
College football is back on the High Plains. You don't want to miss out on your Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds' return to the gridiron as they welcome 6 home opponents this fall. The home schedule features the Wagon Wheel rivalry game versus West Texas A&M, our annual homecoming game, and the home opener on September 2nd versus Central Washington. Season tickets are now available for as low as $25 per person. Call 575-562-2153 or visit GoEasternAthletics.com for more information. ENMU Greyhound football all in.
$35-0 is the score here at the Wool Bowl. The Roswell Coyotes trail the Farmington Scorpions. And that's all I have to say about that.
All right, Forrest.
Oh, wow. We're not used to this, Coach, but
we need Forrest out here to run the football for us. No, we're all right. It's a tough one, you know. Some days the bear gets you, but
Broughton Calhoun is going to kick off for Farmington. And let's see if they go all the way deep or if we're going to go into the Starburst again.
I think we can work on kick returns too.
Well,
that's 3.
That's 3, Coach.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to do a lot better just learning how to catch the ball.
Yeah. But you know, they will get better. I promise you, they will get better. And I know you know it's true.
First down and 10 now. It's going to be on the 20-yard line, middle part of the field now, as Ariola is still the quarterback, I believe, and he is. So there's going to be a shotgun left now.
Ray Lucero in the game as a receiver.
Yeah, A-Ray.
A-Ray, is that?
Yeah, A-Ray. Had him at Mesa back in the day. Good kid. Good hard run now, and I believe that's going to be Christian Hernandez. Cause of yardage.
Christian Hernandez on the carry for the Coyotes.
Yeah, you just haven't seen any of the runs that, you know, not even the home run runs, you know, but just the 15 to 25-yard runs, you know, that we're used to seeing.
Absolutely.
And a lot of that can be attributed to this Scorpion defense because they are fast.
They are fast and very physical. Second down and 8, 2 yards for Christian Hernandez. We're still going to be in shotgun formation, shotgun right, that is, right hash. And looks like Ariola is going to take them south, and he's going to be taken down again. He's going to be sore in the morning, Coach.
He is, and he's going to lose 6 on that play.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 14 is what we'll call it, Coach.
more subs in the game. There's actually starter tutting in at receiver. We're going to have Josh Estrada, not in his usual slot position, but out wide.
Josh Estrada, it is Josh Estrada, okay. So tight trips, motion. And I'm not sure who that is, Coach. Is that Bryce?
That's Bryce Sanchez.
Yeah, Bryce Sanchez there. Positive yard.
We'll give him one.
For Bryce. And here comes the punting unit.
On the carry for the Coyotes, number 42, Bryce Sanchez.
Yeah.
Bryce, just a sophomore. He's got a bright future in the program.
And there's the superintendent, Mr. Brian Luck.
Look, he's wearing a red shirt.
Red shirt.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Ledbetter, senior tackle.
Coach, we got to get our punts off a little quicker, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So that one's, and he's done well punting for the most part today, but that one, not so much. Just gets 20 yards, kind of angled out of bounds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
he's still averaging 30 on his punts that don't get blocked.
Yeah, but it's nice to see, though. I'm glad to see Mr. Luck down there. He's pretty good guy, and he's, tell you what, he's in a position of superintendent's extremely tough, and I think he's been doing a pretty good job thus far. So.
Yeah, I'll even go so far as to say even better than pretty good.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I will say that, and he has done
not
better
to contradict you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just think he deserves praise. You know, coming into a superintendent position like that is always difficult, just like you said, but especially right now. I mean,
tough decisions, and you know what? It's always, you know, I want to say a win-win situation, but in that position right there, it's just you just never know. Yeah. You know, it's there's always criticism whatever happens, and but the gist of it is, you know, I just personally want to tell him thank you for stepping up and doing what he's doing. So. 35-0 is the score. Farmington's ball.
Lazos on the tackle there, and Lazos was all over him the whole way. It's just a great route, a great pass, and a good solid catch. I mean, there's not a whole lot more you can do there defensively.
Well, Lazos, he's the only one, I believe, in the secondary that actually has the experience from last year. Is that correct, Coach? Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, because they started 2 sophomores off the freshman team from last year. I think Monreal played a little JV last year.
He did. You're exactly right. But varsity experience, I think Lazo is the only one that has that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking pretty much the entire defensive side of the ball, besides the exception of Jeff Irish, I believe, and a few reps maybe by Gonzalo Garcia. Everybody else is pretty brand new.
They are. And they've done it. I mean, don't look at the score. The defense has done a good job.
It really has, and I'm telling you, we're going to find positives in this ballgame, nonetheless. 35-0 is a score, and a new carrier for Farmington. It's going to be Julian Gomez.
Julian Gomez.
See, I even beat
the public address,
the PA announcer. You know, that's the way it is. Yeah, it's 35-0 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Another drop.
And, Coach, we had another quarterback now. If you see, it's going to be Griego.
Is that Trey or Trell?
Trell is what I'm calling it. It's Trell Gallegos is the quarterback now for Farmington, but there's a penalty. Delay game?
No.
Is that what they're saying?
Called something on our bench.
Oh, okay. I thought he said a delay game.
I mean, he pointed to our bench, so I don't know.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not sure.
After the play, they have a personal penalty called against the sidelines.
The sideline. So that one's on Coach Lynn.
Oh, it was. Okay.
It was either directly or indirectly. It's on the sideline.
It's on Jeff Lynn. It's his sideline, so it's on Jeff.
That's right.
Okay. 35-0, 2:44 remaining in the third quarter. If you're just now tuning in to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Not used to this, but we're trailing, and we're going to find some positives out of this whole thing here, nonetheless.
So they are now just marking off the mileage on the unsportsmanlike, and that's going to bring the ball down to the 11-yard line.
Trell Griego is the new quarterback here for Farmington, as
a senior too, isn't he?
Well, Trell is going to be a senior, I believe you're right. No, he's a sophomore.
Okay.
And Trell has some good size himself.
Yeah. And that's going to go down to the 1-yard line, but I think it's going to come back, actually.
Well, maybe Coach Curtis is listening over there as well, too, but I would guess that maybe he would be playing a little bit of baseball as well.
Held Gonzalo there. Couldn't let him get to the quarterback, and so it's coming back.
Yeah, and that's
nice to get a stop here if they could, as Irish re-enters the game. Trying to put names to numbers, Coach. There's so many unfamiliar ones, but you'll get there.
Well, you know, I was thinking about this earlier too, Coach. You know, making that trip from Farmington I love the trip to Farmington, but it's a long way.
Yeah.
Coming down here to Roswell and you know, playing as they're playing, this is a true Farmington storm.
Yeah, it's impressive.
So Griego is going to be tripped up.
And who is that? 70.
I think that's yeah, Coach. That's Sylvester Lamelli.
Cheeto.
Yeah.
Nice job, Cheeto Lamelli, making his.
Brought down from behind by number 75, Sylvester Lamelli.
Nice job.
Second down and 19 now for the Farmington Scorpions. Yeah, this is going to be just tossed over to number 20. It's going to be Jakeem Reed.
That's some good hard running there, and Gonzalo Garcia gets the tackle.
35-0. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Number 20, Jakeem Reed, brought down by number 40.
Yeah, it's you know, we still have the crowd here. It looks it's actually quite impressive, Coach. We have a pretty good crowd.
Yeah.
What happened here, Coach?
Well, they blew it dead. I'm not sure why. False start.
False start, okay.
Well, and really, I don't see where this hurts them that much. They were throwing the ball in the end zone either way, so we'll see if they run the same play. So West Gallegos, look out, because they threw at you last. They were going to you.
Yep, absolutely.
See if they run the same play or if they change it up. A lot of talking from
trying to figure out.
Coach, I don't know.
Yeah, trying to figure out what is going on. But okay, so it's going to be a 3rd and 16 with. Well, we're under a minute now.
Oh, third. I guess I thought it was 4th down.
Yeah, 3rd and 16.
I got ahead of myself.
And oh man, he had that.
Well, he had him. He did have the safety coming up hard, and he was overthrown. But I think maybe he also heard the footsteps of Monreal there.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking if they had a field goal kicker. I know they kick a PAT. But I'm kind of curious to see if they would actually try to kick a field goal.
See, and I don't think they will. The kicking I've seen, you know, they're barely crawling over the crossbar. You know,
right.
I don't think they try it, but you never know. Maybe they want to work on it.
Well, here's Gallegos on 4th down. Going to roll out to the right, and he's going to throw it into the end zone.
And not good enough. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, and that's Sabino Lazos.
And I believe the 3rd turnover on downs for this defense today. Coach, I got an update from Carlsbad. With 5:52 left in the 3rd, Carlsbad leads Artesia 21-6.
Really?
Carlsbad stuff, Coach.
Hey, well, and I wish we had our schedule right here in front of us because we have a pretty tough schedule.
Oh, we do. We've got a tremendously tough schedule. I don't know how good the team is that we're going to play that's in Lubbock.
Lubbockton. Oh, Lubbock?
I think it's Dumas.
Oh, it's Dumas. Yeah. Yeah, I guess same thing, huh?
And I just got a picture here. Why did they send me a picture?
Oh, and there's going to be a safety. So the score now is going to be 37-0. Farmington leads. And that's going to end the quarter. So, Coach, let's do this. Let's take a timeout. You're listening and watching to KSUPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
Welcome back. Here at the Wool Bowl, we're trailing the Farmington Scorpions 35-0 right now. 37-0. They didn't put the safety on just yet, so it's actually 37-0.
They're actually having a little trouble with the clock up here. I was talking to the guys at halftime, and they're having some issues.
Well, Mr. Tejas here, Mr. Ralph Tejas is trying to get the schedule down for us, but you're trying to get that up as well, too, I suppose, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just caught Areola in the end zone there and got him down for the... Well, let's see what's going on here, Coach. No, they're saying it's not a safety.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're saying that it was down on the 1, so it still remains 35-0.
Down at the 1 yard line, second down.
Okay, so it's going to be second down and 13. Areola under center, and there's going to be a flag. It might be false start.
It's going to be the 2-inch penalty. There it is.
That's exactly what it is.
They have a dead ball penalty, illegal procedure called against the offense. After this,
illegal procedure.
Repeat first. Check that. Repeat second.
So it's still going to be Kyle Ball.
I think he was just showing us the score on that, Coach.
Oh, okay. You got the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here we go.
Oh,
and
touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown for the Farmington Scorpions.
Oh.
So the score now is 41-0.
Oh.
This ball on the play recovered by the Scorpions.
Tough. Tough night.
I hate hearing it.
It's always a great day to be a Coyote, but some days are better than others.
Right now it's a tough day, but it's always great to be.
All right, so next week, Coach.
Okay, talk to me about that.
You're going to travel to Lovington. That will be a tough one. That Lovington's, I believe, ranked top 5.
Yes.
In 4A.
Okay.
And then we'll have another road game against Hobbs.
We go back to Hobbs.
Remember, we kind of skipped a year there.
Well, and you know about Hobbs, Coach? We have to walk about 100 miles from nowhere. I mean,
yeah, that's
we have to bring our
fun.
binoculars.
Right. After that, we're going to play Los Lunas at home. They'll be extremely tough. Carlsbad at Carlsbad, who are handling Artesia at home. Then we got Mayfield at home, and you say that's homecoming?
That is going to be homecoming. That's correct.
Then we travel to Dumas, Texas, which is Lubbock.
In that area,
okay,
I believe.
And then we start district play. We're going to be home Artesia, home Alamogordo, and home Goddard. Away Goddard, but we'll be over there.
We'll be on the east side of the Wool Bowl. Well,
there's not an easy win in there, Coach.
No, and there's not, Coach, and you're exactly right. That PAT was good, so the score now is 42-0 as the Farmington Scorpions lead. And we have 11:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. Wow.
Yeah.
And we knew this coming in, Coach. We knew this coming in. We got to go back to the weight room, go back to the film room, make our adjustments, and we're going to get better. We're going to get better every game, Coach.
We will.
So here we go. Here's the kickoff. And it is returnable. Let's see what happens if we go straight to the Starburst once again. We do. And
nice.
Well, it caught me, Coach.
I had no idea who had it.
Jeremiah Monreal. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think that was Ishmael Galvan. That's the only thing about the Starburst, Coach. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Josh Estrada, I believe. He got hit hard, and that's the price you pay when you go into that Starburst.
Right. But it's been effective twice, the Starburst tonight, I believe. At least twice, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, at least 2 for sure. And we'll be optimistic, and we'll call it 3. You're right. 42-0 is the score here at the Wool Bowl at the Roswell Coyotes Trail, and there's going to be a timeout at Farmington.
Timeout on the field. Timeout.
Well, Coach, let's just do that. Let's pay some bills. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching KSVTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2660.
Welcome back to high school football. Make it Roswell High School football. 42-0 is the score. The Coyotes do trail in this fourth quarter. Coach McDonald, we were talking about the schedule for the Roswell Coyotes, and there's not a tough game. I mean, there's not an easy game on that schedule.
No, not even close, I don't think. I mean, I don't know just a whole lot about Dumas, Texas, but I do know enough about all the other teams, and there is no cupcakes.
Well, we play Mayfield on homecoming, or for homecoming on the 24th, I believe, of September.
Our district is the toughest in the state.
Well, they're definitely tough for sure. And there's positive yardage there for, I think that's going to be number 42, Coach.
Bryce Sanchez again.
Yeah, is it Bryce? Yeah, it is Bryce Sanchez.
Great run, number 42, Bryce Sanchez, left to the left side.
Well, that's great to see right there, Coach.
And what did he get on? What are they going to give him, 9?
Yeah, they're going to give him, we'll call it 9 yards, Coach, for Bryce Sanchez, and that's...
Great run, 2nd down and short.
Yeah, 9 yards. So 2nd and 1 now from the 42-yard line. Ariola is still the quarterback for the Roswell Coyotes.
And, Coach, I don't think that's going to change today.
Well, you know, and it shouldn't, Coach. I mean...
I agree with that. Kind of a...
Well, he's the leader right now, and it's his job to lose. I mean, it is what it is. And in order for us to be effective in the season, he's going to have to get as many reps as possible in order to be effective at that position. Right there in that 2nd level, I mean, we do have a guy eligible and open. We're just going to have to learn how to get that relationship amongst
right,
his receivers.
We had 2 guys
yes.
a little too close there, and that basically amounted to a jump ball out there for somebody, us and them.
You're exactly right, Coach. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. And I like the play call on that there. I think I would have taken a shot myself, or at least that 2nd or 3rd level.
And I don't mind taking a shot here as well. I don't, 4th and 1 doesn't mean a dang thing right now.
Well, what do you have to lose?
Right.
I mean, this is where you get better. 3rd and 1 from the 42, Ariola, quarterback, and...
Delay.
It is going to be a delay of game on the Roswell Coyotes.
Growing pains, Coach.
Yeah, of course.
Growing pains.
Absolutely.
You know, a game like this, though, with the running clock, I'm not sure why the clock isn't running. There it goes.
Yeah.
You know, you obviously don't ever want to be in this kind of situation, but, you know, you do have to look for those positives. Look for things to work on, maybe try some guys in different positions. I mean, you got to make something out of a bad situation here. That's what good teams do.
And Ariola, quick pass, slip screen it is. And maybe a gain of 1 or 2, Coach?
I'm going to say a loss of 1. Did you see who made the catch?
Well, you're calling it a loss. Let's see where they're marking it. No, you're right. It is a loss.
So a completion for -1.
That's good. Sanchez. First down. That'll be a 4th down and about 7.
Threw the ball to Sanchez?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Okay, but Jorge Chavez
in to do the kicking.
Will punt the ball for the Roswell Coyotes. And that was almost blocked, but he got it off, and a really nice punt.
Yeah, it was. And a nice tackle there.
Beautiful tackle by Sabino Lazos. And Coach, can you just see the experience there?
Oh, sure, absolutely. I mean, it's always an opportunity. Nothing replaces game reps. Absolutely nothing. So, and it doesn't matter if you're up 42-0, down 42-0, or it's tied 21-21. I mean, nothing replaces those situations. You know, playing against a live opponent in a game that matters. So, you know, you've got to use the opportunity. And, you know, we saw that last year. They only got 4 games.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can see how valuable that is.
Griego, the quarterback for Farmington, still hands it off over to Thomas. And a nice little tackle there, by, I was going to say Freddie Anaya, but it's not. It's actually
that's
Alacon.
Yeah.
Around the right side of the Scorpions.
Yeah, old habits with some of these numbers, right?
Yeah. I see number 7. Of course, Joel Renteria, but he's gone on now to college. A lot of them have. Man, the size of this Farmington Scorpion team is, wow, pretty.
Oh yeah, because they've got some subs in right now, and and now they're going to get flagged on the frustration.
The Coyotes.
Yeah, Jorge Chavez with the extracurricular after the great tackle for loss. He ruins it.
And we got to be careful with that. We got to be smart. I mean,
but you can understand the frustration. You know?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course, I understand the frustration. But we have to get better at that.
Oh sure, and they 100% absolutely did the right thing in throwing the flag at that situation. I mean, it was way after the play, and.
Well, let me ask you this, Coach. Does that spark a fire for the Coyotes?
I mean, I don't know if.
Or does it spark a fire for the Scorpions?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's. I mean, if your question is that something you should do in a certain situation, I don't think so.
Okay, and I agree with you. So, 42-0 is a score. 7:35 remaining in this contest. The Roswell Coyotes do trail
by a bunch.
By a bunch, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, though, 4 of those scores are on turnovers.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, I try to see some positives in there. You know, the defense, I still say the defense is a big positive coming out of this game.
Yeah, regardless of score, 42-0, sure. The defense looks really...
I mean, it seems weird to say that.
Yeah, it does.
But, I mean,
that first half, the defense played really well.
They really, really did. Yeah, that's going to be a jump. Number 2. And, you know, these 2 young kids in the secondary, you know, I think they both played really well. That's
without a doubt, Coach.
That's Wes Gonzalez and Monreal. Yeah, the 2 sophomores. You know, well, Monreal's. I mean, he might be the player of the game. I mean,
I don't see. I mean, absolutely, he's played really well, Coach. And so has Sabino Lazos as well too. That, you know, like I said, I think he's one of the out of the few that has the experience in the defense. And there's that slip screen there for Farmington. Brings down Smith. Running clock still. 42-0 is the score with 6:15 remaining in the contest.
Cabrales with the tackle, and now he leads the team. Now it's off the bench. Maybe he's the player of the game.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that kid works.
Yeah, he's
a strong kid. He works hard. And I don't think you want to get in a wrestling match with him. I can tell you that. I mean that, Coach. He's a strong kid. I mean, I think he's a wrestler. And I think he was. I don't know if he ended up. I think he did end up wrestling last year, but just real strong. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, he's played really well today.
Yeah.
Kind of undersized at his position, but he certainly makes the most of it.
Yep. Well, Coach, you want to take a quick time out real quick?
If we still have time, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching the KSBPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
College football is back on the High Plains. You don't want to miss out on your Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds' return to the gridiron as they welcome 6 home opponents this fall. The home schedule features the Wagon Wheel rivalry game versus West Texas A&M, our annual homecoming game, and the home opener on September 2nd versus Central Washington. Season tickets are now available for as low as $25 per person. Call 575-562-2153 or visit goeasternathletics.com for more information. ENMU Greyhound football all in.
.42-0 is the score here as the Roswell Coyotes trail. The Farmington Scorpions, ranked number 2 in the state of New Mexico, look real good. And, hey, you know what? There's going to be some positive out of this, Coach, and I promise you we'll go back to the weight room, go back to the film room, and we'll get everything taken care of here. The punt is kind of short, not very good for Farmington, but the Roswell Coyotes will take over.
Decent field position. Looks like we're going to see some subs coming out here on offense.
And why would you not?
See Eli Lynn coming out in the game. I think I see Cheeto Lomelli. See who else is out there. Lucius Moore in the game. Try to give props here. Remy Villa. Got Josh Estrada back there. And do we have the same quarterback or?
Coach, I think it's still Areola. He needs. Yeah, it is. He needs to continue with the reps.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
It's 42-0 right now. The Coyotes do trail with 5:30 remaining in the contest, and I believe that's going to be number 42 running right now.
Bryce Sanchez.
Yeah, it is
again.
Bryce.
He's been a bright spot running the ball.
Yeah, he really has, Coach, and that's promising.
It is. 3 yards there for Bryce Sanchez.
So 2nd and 7, so Sanchez gets positive 3 yards. We're going to be on the left hash, 42, ball on the 42-yard line of Farmington. So we're going to go twins out to the top there. We're going to go shotgun left. And Areola hands it off again to Bryce.
Good hard running from the sophomore.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
3 more.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to mess around, lead the team in rushing today, Coach.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. 42-0 is the score here at the Wool Bowl. We're here August, what are we, Coach? August 20th. And time you know it, it could be October 20th.
Yeah, it'll go by fast.
Yep.
Unless we get stuck at home, and then it's going to go by slow.
Yes, sir. Yep, that's for sure. So Cabrales is in motion, and good yard, good hard run by Areola.
Not going to be enough for the first down. We'll see if they go for it on 4th and 2.
Well, I think you have to, Coach, on this right here. I mean, Areola looks like he is hurt. Well, limping, better yet. Going to go down there, and Coach Lynn is going to give him some direction and says, get out there, son. You're going to be just fine.
I definitely agree with giving him all the reps, though.
Oh, without a doubt. He's the guy.
And we've got good young quarterbacks in this program.
Oh, Coach.
We got 2 of them at least. And there goes Bryce, Coach.
And he will have a Kyle first down with positive yardage for sure.
I'm going to give him 14 on that, Coach.
Coach, I was going to even say 16. Yeah, it's first down for the Roswell Coyotes now, 1st and 10.
Good job, young man. Let's get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's important, Coach. It's important.
I think it is.
42-0, if we can get on the board, that's a positive.
That's a big positive. I mean, you don't want to ever get that donut up there on the scoreboard. Want to go out on a positive note. And we're lining up off sides here. They let him do it.
Got to get out there. That's a nice pass.
He's got him.
That's a great pass. Touchdown, Coyotes.
39-yard strike.
To Josh Estrada. What'd you give him credit for, Coach?
39 yards.
39-yard touchdown pass from, you know it, Richard Areola to Josh Estrada. And let's see what Coach Lynn's going to do here. If we're going to go for two, or if we're going to kick the PAT.
Well, I know he likes his kicker this year. And
absolutely.
That is backup quarterback Peyton Kennard. So he's going to give him the shot here. Let's see what he does with it.
Yeah, and that's Kennard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kennard does have a leg. And that's going to be blocked.
Yeah.
But we get on the scoreboard, Coach, which is 42-6, 39-yard touchdown pass from Richard Areola to number 30, Josh Estrada. So we're on the scoreboard now. So guess what happens with that, Coach?
No running clock? Actually,
well,
what's the difference? 34, right?
Yep.
No, 36.
36. No, still running clock.
It'll still go.
I was hoping, Coach. Hey, we have an update. You go ahead and tell it.
Do we?
Well, Carlsbad, 24, Artesia 6.
Okay.
In the third quarter.
That was not over, but home team looking like they're in control of their own destiny there at Ralph Boyer Stadium. Is that right?
That is correct, Coach. Ralph Boyer Stadium.
Nice facility down there. If it did flood away last week.
Yeah, that's for sure. Had a lot of rain, didn't they?
They did. Well, Coach, the band's been great. The cheerleaders have been great. The Angels have been great.
And the fans have been great.
They have. They've still got students standing up down here despite the score. It's good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I see JT Keith down there.
What?
Huh.
Back for a visit?
Well, nice kick. It's going to be in the end zone, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Farmington Scorpions. You know, I heard he had moved away, then I heard he's back in town to do a magazine, possibly.
Huh.
I got to find that out. I think Ralph talks to him quite a bit, and I think that's correct. And doing a magazine, I don't know if he was here in town or away or coming back to town or something like that, but we'll find some information on that soon. 42-6 is a score, 2:35 remaining in the contest. The Roswell Coyotes do trail. I do see number 22, Miguel Cabrelas, coming into the game, playing the Mike linebacker.
Oh,
and wow, speaking of Cabrelas.
Oh my goodness, that's a positive to go out.
That is a positive, Coach.
My goodness.
He just shot that A-gap right there, Coach, and boom.
Blew him up, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Loss of goodness. Are they saying no gain on that? There's no way that wasn't a tackle for a loss.
Well, we're going to call it a tackle for a loss. They may not, but we are.
And overthrown.
Well, yeah, and it looks like number 15 still is the quarterback. It's going to be Trell Griego. And the pass was intended for number 9, Ethan Thomas.
And, Coach, the first-team defense is out there. I mean, they've rotated some people on the defensive line. You got...
well, why would you not, Coach?
Well, yeah. They played extremely well.
Well, and the clock continues, even though there's a flag on the play. I believe the clock still continues, doesn't it? Am I mistaken?
Not sure on that one. Eli Lynn in the game at defensive end, Coach.
Number 33, I believe, isn't it?
Yep.
That's going to be 3rd and 15 now.
Rico Lujan in the game, so a couple of sophomores on the line there. It's the first team secondary behind him.
Yep.
And is that incomplete, or is that
well, it looks like it's an incomplete pass.
Sophomore lineman, number 74, Rico Lujan.
Rico Lujan, that's the son of Ernie Lujan,
who is the new baseball coach at Roswell High School. Congratulations to Big Ern.
Yep, 4th and 15 on about the 15. We're under a minute now.
And they're just letting it run down to...
Yeah, and I can respect that a little bit, Coach.
Sure. No, let's get out of here.
They're going to have a punt. We might have an opportunity to... Oh, it's blocked.
Coach, that's Eli Lynn. Blocked
Eli Lynn.
15-yard line, and that's going to be good for another touchdown.
We got 36 seconds to score.
Okay, here we go. 42-6. We're going to see if we can get on the board once again here. With 36.8 seconds remaining in the contest. Ariola still at quarterback. Tomorrow, the girls volleyball team travels to Santa Teresa. They will have the C-team game, JV, and then the varsity. I believe that game's going to start at 3 o'clock. And then there's the Alien Classic over at the Cielo Grande complex. They were getting set to play. I'm not sure exactly who it was, but that's going to be the first game for the girls.
The boys won their first game against Centennial?
Well, they won their first game against New Mexico Military Institute and won their second game against Centennial. So, yeah, just good job for the boys soccer team.
I want to give a shout out with us tonight in the stands, Roswell High School new baseball coach, Coach Ernest Lujan.
It's hot in here, but we're under 30 seconds, and Ariola rolling around.
Nobody open. He's going to have to force it somewhere.
Well,
and that'll do it.
And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we might have an opportunity for one more, but it's going to be close. No, we're going to call it. We're going to call that, Coach. That's going to be the ball game. The Roswell Coyotes drop the contest to the Farmington Scorpions, 42-6. What we're going to do is take a quick timeout. We'll go over some stats, close the game out, and we'll talk about next week. We'll be right back. You're listening, watching to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
Welcome back to Roswell High School football. The Roswell Coyotes drop game one, week one, 42-6 to the Farmington Scorpions. We're getting ready to turn it over here to Coach McDonald. He'll go over some stats here. You about ready, Coach?
I'm ready.
All right. Hit me with your shot there.
All right. So we're going to start with special teams, where we had 1 point after touchdown attempt from Peyton Kenner. That was blocked, so it was no good. We had 5 punts. I believe all of them by Jonah Gamboa, for a total of 120 yards on those 5 punts. One of those was blocked and recovered for a touchdown by the Scorpions. Yes. Punt returns, there was only one, and that was Jeremiah Monreal. He returned it 8 yards. Kickoff returns, 2 by Monreal for a total of 31. 1 by Sebastian Mendoza for 23, and 1 by Estrada for 30. Offensively, the Coyotes had Christian Hernandez run 10 times for a total of 9 yards. Richard Ariola ran 11 times for a total of 3 yards. Jonah Gamboa, 2 carries for 6 yards. Sebastian Mendoza, 2 carries, 9 yards and a fumble. Josh Estrada, 2 carries for -7 yards. Miguel Cabrelas, 1 carry for 1 yard, and the leading rusher, Sophomore Bryce Sanchez, who carried 5 times for 30 yards. Passing the ball, Richard Ariola was 2 of 10 for 44 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. And receiving, Marcos Tarin, 1 catch for 6 yards. Bryce Sanchez, sorry, that's 3 for 10. My bad. 3 for 10, not 2 for 10. Bryce Sanchez, 1 catch for -1 yard. And Estrada with the 39-yard touchdown grab. And that's the stat. Oh, defense.
Defense, coach.
Defense.
Yeah.
Sorry. Coyotes were led in tackles by Miguel Cabreras. I'm going to get that right here eventually. He had 2 tackles for loss, including a sack, and 6 total tackles. Next was a trio of Coyotes with 4 total tackles. That was Adrian Anaya, Kevin Alarcon, Jorge Chavez, and Sabino Lazos, each chipping in 4. Chavez, 3 of those 4 tackles were for a loss. Next up was Caden George with 3 total tackles, which included 2 sacks. Chipping in with 2 tackles was Gonzalo Garcia, Ismael Galvan, Wes Gallegos, Jeremiah Monreal, and then 1 tackle each from Jorge Gomez, Jeff Irish, and Cheeto Lomeli, and Eli Lynn with the blocked punt.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Coach McDonald, I appreciate you taking care of the stats. One of the things I will tell you guys again in closing here, just week 1, the Roswell Coyotes, we lose 42-6. It's not like us to do that with young squad, but I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of positive with this ball team right here. We have a lot of football to be played. We're very lucky, very fortunate to be playing football this year. And I tell you what, there's no doubt in my mind that we'll be back. As you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Coach, that we do not have a weak game whatsoever on our schedule. Absolutely. And that's exactly what Coach Lynn wants.
Right.
We don't want a weak schedule. We don't want to play a weak team. That's not how you get better. We're going to get better, I promise you. We're going to start back tomorrow in the weight room. We're going to go back to the film room, correct our mistakes, and we're going to be just fine. Hey, Roswell Coyotes fall 42-6. We're going to close this out, but we will be on air next week as we travel to Lovington. That game will start at 7 p.m. It's my understanding we'll be having KSBTV.com and 106.5. So we'll be on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close this out. Coyotes had a tough game, but as I always say in closing, it's always great to be a Coyote. Safe travels back to Farmington. Good night.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Tonight, right here on Ground Zero. Don't go away.
The massive massive vehicle elimination event is on now at Roswell Honda. A huge roundup of clean, quality pre-owned vehicles marked way, way down to clear the lot. They need the space, so you get the savings. Like a 2014 Grand Caravan for just $169 a month, a 2010 Honda Pilot for just $159 a month, or a 2014 Chevy Cruze for just $139 a month. And with $2,000 in payment assistance, now is the best time ever to buy. Get a 12-pack for stopping by, a smartwatch with qualified test drive, and Monopoly with every purchase. The massive vehicle elimination event on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
College football is back on the High Plains. You don't want to miss out on your Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds' return to the gridiron as they welcome 6 home opponents this fall. The home schedule features the Wagon Wheel rivalry game versus West Texas A&M, our annual homecoming game, and the home opener on September 2nd versus Central Washington. Season tickets are now available for as low as $25 per person. Call 575-562-2153 or visit GoEasternAthletics.com.